Then I'ma stop pinning them, and I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop spinning them. Women are caught in web, spin them in hawk, venom, adrenaline shots. The penicillin could not get the illin to stop. Amoxicillin's just not killing them. Listen does not give up.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my eye, her house, I'ma rip this till my bone pull out, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, and my eye, her house, I'ma rip this till my bone pull out.
Music is like magic. There's a certain feeling you get when you reel and you spit, and people are feeling it. This is your moment, and every trying to hold on to it, 'cause you may never get it again. So while you're in it, try to get as much as you can. And when your run is over, just admit when it's in its end. 'Cause I'm at the end of my list with half the shit that gets in. I got a list. Here's the order of my list that it's in. It goes Reggie, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie, Andre from Outkast, Jack, Corrupt, Nas, and Diddy. But in this industry, I'm the cause of a lot of envy. So when I'm not put on this list, it's not offending. That's why you see me walk around like nothing's bothering me. Even though half you people got a problem with me. You hate it, but you know respect. You got to give me the press is wet dream like Bob and your Whitney. They keep me.
Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my eye, her house, I'ma rip this till my bone pull out, till the roof comes off, till the lights go out, till my leg give out, can't shut my mouth, till the smoke clears out, and my eye, her house, I'ma rip this till my bone pull out.
As soon as a verse starts, I eat it in MC's heart. What is he thinking? Not to go against me smart, and it's absurd how people hang on every word. I'll probably never get the props I feel I ever deserve, but I'll never be served. My spot is forever reserved. If
Well, I'm telling you right now, you cannot ask for a better October evening in downtown Boise. We are at Donald Larson Park. Wayne DeZubak along with Dave Burnett, and we are getting ready for two teams that are 4-1 on the year, Timberline and Capital, going at it here tonight on the artificial surface, and it is gorgeous. The sun is out. It'll be cooler later on, but you couldn't ask for more ideal conditions. Just a slight breeze, as you can see on 630thefan.com, blowing my beautiful blonde hair.
It is. It's blowing your locks in the wind tonight. And we are streaming live if you're listening on the radio on your way home, 630thefan.com. And that way you can watch the game as well, or call your loved ones if they live out of town. If you have kids that go to Capital or to Timberline, perfect opportunity for them to watch it on streaming as well. And I hope tonight, Friday night, different than Thursday. Thursday, Wayne, turned into blowout Thursday night.
It was unbelievable. There were 4 games Thursday night, and everyone was a blowout. Bora coming up here, and, Bora jumping off the thing here at Donald Larson Park last night, and they won their game over Boise 55-14. So Bora got things going off, and it was just, from there, it was just every team was winning.
Yeah, and that's kind of the way it went. Valley View, big winner last night as well, as they continued to run the table there.
Yeah, they beat Columbia 58-0. Rocky Mountain over Napa. The final there was 40-17. And so you had all of those games going on last night. They were all blowouts, Dave. You're looking at two teams that are 4-1. In fact, until last week, Timberline was 4-0. That was their best start in school history. I think we're going to see a pretty evenly matched here. We got a lot of talent on this field.
Yeah, and it is a must-win for Timberline. These two teams in the same division, the same Pod A, and so it's a tough one. You got Rocky Mountain in there, you got the Capital in there, you got Timberline in there. So it's a must-win for them tonight.
What's really good about these teams is that as far as defense goes, both these teams are 1-2 in the 5A SIC. So they're not allowing many points at all. Capital allowing 12 points a game, and Timberline only allowing 20 points a game. So they're both 1-2 in defense. So you got defense against a couple of good offensive teams. And I think the big thing is, how will Connor Polson do tonight? Connor Polson, the quarterback of the Capital Eagles, is a force to be reckoned with. First of all, he's 205 pounds, and he's like 6'1", and he's a specimen.
He is. I mean, he is a strong physical body. I think he's the kind of kid you're going to see going to a Montana, to that size, a Division II size school. I don't think he's Division I material. I could be wrong on that, but I think you're going to see an Arizona State, a Northern Arizona, Weber, somebody like that tried to pick.
Are 1-1 in league play, so they're a little bit ahead of Timberline right now.
Yep, they are. So we'll see how this goes. Like I said, it's a must-win for Timberline tonight, and the blue and white, they are ready to go. Capital will be in their road white uniforms tonight. Looking forward to this one, Wayne. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, these are two teams we've talked about. We've seen Capital once before. We saw Capital during their game with Eagle, and of course, Capital looked so strong in that game, up 23-0, and then the wheels kind of came off.
Yeah, they looked like they were going to run away with it, and you'll be talking to their coach here in a little bit as far as what that did for them and a team, and we'll see how that goes tonight, as this will probably one of their toughest tests they've had since that Eagle game.
Right, and they've won 3 games since then, and Todd Simmons, as you'll hear coming up a little later in the pregame show, says that they've been playing their best football since that loss. It was something that really kind of got to them. They did not get over it easily, and they regrouped rather than fell apart.
Let me ask you a question about Capital's uniforms. Have they always had wings on their helmets, or is this something new that is just now on there?
Well, I think they've always had some kind of wings because they are the Eagles. And
they are. I just have never noticed wings on their helmet before. I thought they were just gold helmets. So maybe I need a new pair of glasses.
Well, the one thing you notice is that they've got gold helmets for the most part, but then you'll see some black helmets out there. And if you read the paper today, I mean, it's been going on since 1966. So back when Tom Swindell was the head coach, and it's about the Gurkhas, the fighters, you get out there and you're fierce fighters, and so you earn those black helmets every year. Even if you got one the year before as a junior, as a senior, you've got to earn it again. It's kind of like what Nebraska does with the black shirts. Yep. It's a sign that you have really been playing team ball, and there's about 4, 5, 6 helmets out there that are black tonight.
Let me ask you this question about the black helmets, though. I mean, to me, as I think about it, I don't know that I want to identify on the field to the other team who the guys they got to watch out for. I mean, if you're on the offense and they're lining up, you see, the middle linebacker, he's a Gurkha, he's got the black helmet. You got to pay attention to him. Wouldn't you think that would be the case?
I think if you don't know that whether he's wearing a black helmet or he's number 39 and you know how good he is, I don't think it really matters. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, you know who these guys are. These guys have made a name for themselves, and I'm sure all week long the coaches have said, you got to watch out for this guy, and that guy. They're good. And the thing about that defense for Capital, it just kind of swarms around and does a great job. Like I said, they're only allowing 12 points a game.
Yeah, and nice article in the paper, by the way, talking about 50 years of tradition. They've been doing this for 50 years at Capital. So tip of the hat to the Statesman, a nice article on Capital. Just getting everybody prepped for tonight's game.
And I think what's cool about Timberline this year, they're a little bit more physical than they have been. They've got some bigger guys. They've got a lot of talent up and down. And, they've got some people that are really making a difference. For instance, Josh Gropp right now on defense. He leads the 5A SIC in sacks with 8 on the year. So you've got guys like that can really get after your quarterback. And so Ulrichson's going to have to, Connor Polson's going to have to look out for that. So you've got some good talent on both sides of the ball. Both teams are 4-1. It's a big game. Really, this is a must game, I think, in Pod B.
Yeah, it is. It's the game to watch, and that's the reason we selected the game this week. As we go week to week now, we're trying to find games really of interest, and to me, this is the game of interest this week.
Even though this is the home field for both Capital and Timberline today, Capital is the visiting team. When we come back right here on 630 The Fan, we'll talk with Todd Simmons, the head coach of Capital, about this showdown with the Timberline T-Wolves coming up. You're listening to high school football right here on 630 The Fan. Tonight, Timberline Capital from Donald Larson Park. More of the pregame show right after this.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday Ticket. That's every game, every Sunday, included at no extra charge. Put your money on DirecTV. Call your local dealer now. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Switch to DirecTV today and start enjoying the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems at 344-3474.
Requires 24-month agreement and choice package or above. Includes out-of-market games only. NFL offer valid through 12/27/14. New approved customers only. 2015 NFL Sunday Ticket renews at full price. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Attention everyone that loves food. Whether you call it a food booth, food truck, or food wagon, try it all at a special Oktoberfest-themed Idaho Food Festival October 11th. Once again at 6th and Main in downtown Boise in the parking lot behind China Blue. It's free to get in. Burgers, hot dogs, sushi, funnel cakes, fried cheese, fried ice cream, corn dogs, pizza, barbecue, Chinese food, ice cream, turkey legs, and more. Try craft beers from Crooked Fence Brewery, Three Picket Porter, Hop Notion, Evil Harvest, and BC American Ale. Plus, live music and a chance to win a pair of season lift tickets from Tamarack Resorts. Visit IdahoFoodFestival.com for more. That's IdahoFoodFestival.com. Free admission Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 6th and Main in downtown Boise in the parking lot behind China Blue. Sponsored by A1 Heating and Air Conditioning. Be warm, be cool, be comfy. And by Alpha Home Systems, your preferred satellite systems provider. For more, visit IdahoFoodFestival.com. That's IdahoFoodFestival.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Timberline's got a better team this year than they've had in years past. They're more physical. I think the game against Rocky was kind of an aberration. I think they fell behind early, and it was one of those nights that things didn't go well for them. And the score was more lopsided than the talent on the field between the two teams. Rocky played well, and we got to be ready to go. I know that they've been aiming for us for a while, and I've heard they've had a great off season. And when I watched them on film, it's a talented football team that is. We need a tough game right now too, though. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, still 2 4-1 teams going at it. Right on the surface, it looks like it's going to be a battle.
Yeah, I expect it to be a good game. I think if we take care of the football and offense and play the defense we've been playing the last couple of weeks, that we've got a good chance of winning the game. But when you watch them on film, they're better than who we've been playing the last few weeks, and I think they're going to be licking their wounds after a tough loss at Rocky, and they're the home team, and they'll have their students there, and it'll be a good atmosphere, and we expect it to be a good game.
What about your team? What's coming together now for you?
Well, I think we've been pretty good all year, but the Eagle game was a stinger of a loss, especially the way we were in control of the game and kind of got away from us. But in a way, we came back from that. Our kids were so upset, and I think it was turned into a positive, and they were so determined to not let that happen again. I think the last 3 games we've outscored our opponents 150-14, it sounds crazy, but the hurt from that loss, to be in command of that game and to let it get away, I think sharpened us a little bit, and they came back Monday ready to go, and I've been really proud of where we've, in the last 3 weeks, how much better we've gotten.
Connor Polson, we talk a lot about him. Quarterbacks always get the pub, but the bottom line is he's getting the job done right now.
Yeah, he's been so efficient the last 2 weeks. I think he was like 17-20 and 18-21 throwing the ball. He's eliminated the turnovers we had the first few weeks, and he's being a better leader for our team, and he's just efficient. And when you got a guy that's been your quarterback for 2 years, you feel like he can handle anything. And yeah, so we're giving him more responsibility as our run reads, and basically every play in our offense now is up to him. It's every run play is a read. Either he pulls it or he gives it, or it's a run pass read. So yeah, he's handling that well, and if he keeps playing well, we're going to be tough.
And your defense versus their offense, your thoughts?
Yeah. They play power football. They're not like us, no huddle spread. They're going to line up in eye backs, and they're going to shift, and they're going to try to run at you. They are diverse. They give you some interesting looks. But our defense, they've been playing great the last few weeks, and we pride ourselves on being physical, and I think they have a physical football team this year, so that should be a war.
Todd Simbas, the head coach of the Capital Eagles, talking about the game against Timberline tonight. And Dave, obviously, the word physical keeps coming up over and over and over again. We expect it to be a tough one.
Yeah, I expect that on both sides of the ball. We know Capital's physical. Capital saying no, Timberline's physical as well. So we could see some big hits coming out here tonight between these two teams. Of course, Capital, they run that spread, no-huddle offense. It goes fast. When they have the ball, it goes rapidly. So actually kind of glad to see Timberline play a little slower pace because, man, sometimes it just gets wild to watch.
Going to be wild tonight, no question about it. We're going to be back in a moment. We'll talk with Kirk Copeland, the head coach of the Timberline T-Wolves. All of that coming up. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on 630 The Fan. Timberline Capital from Donald Larson Park. We'll have more of the pregame show after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family. With hundreds of teams and thousands of items, Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Looking to save a little money this year? Visit mybullfrog.com, your local trusted Verizon wireless retailer, and switch your home phone service now. For as little as $20 a month, you can keep your existing home phone, same number, and enjoy unlimited long-distance calls. This service is packed with your favorite calling features like caller ID, call waiting, and 3-way calling. Visit any of their Treasure Valley locations for more information. Shop local and stay connected. Learn more at mybullfrog.com.
Attention everyone that loves food! Whether you call it a food booth, food truck, or food wagon, try it all at a special Oktoberfest-themed Idaho Food Festival October 11th. Once again at 6th and Main in downtown Boise in the parking lot behind China Blue. It's free to get in. Burgers, hot dogs, sushi, funnel cakes, fried cheese, fried ice cream, corn dogs, pizza, barbecue, Chinese food, ice cream, turkey legs, and more. Try craft beers from Crooked Fence Brewery, Three Picket Porter, Hop Notion, Evil Harvest, and BC American Ale. Plus, live music and a chance to win a pair of season lift tickets from Tamarack Resorts. Visit IdahoFoodFestival.com for more. That's IdahoFoodFestival.com. Free admission Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 6th and Main in downtown Boise in the parking lot behind China Blue. Sponsored by A1 Heating and Air Conditioning. Be warm, be cool, be comfy. And by Alpha Home Systems, your preferred satellite systems provider. For more, visit IdahoFoodFestival.com. That's IdahoFoodFestival.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Welcome back to Donald Larson Park. Welcome back to high school football on a Friday night game of the week here on 630 The Fan. Timberline Capital, Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you. We've already talked to Todd Simmons, the head coach of the Capital Eagles. Time now to talk with Kirk Copeland. He is the head coach of Timberline. Timberline right now averaging 32 points per game. They are only yielding 20 points per game, and they've got a runner named Tyus Zimmerman, who, Dave, averages 7.8 yards per carry, second only to Bucky Schrader's 8 yards per carry for Eagle.
Yeah, that is incredible. When you start in, whether, I don't care if you're high school, if you're middle school, or if you're college, you're getting 7 yards a carry. That's pretty incredible. That means you've either gotten some really long runs or you're just pounding it out.
All right, here's Kirk Copeland, the head coach of the Timberline T-Wolves.
I feel really good about our football team. But the 4-1 record is a little bewitching because, you know, we're just starting our pod play. Mm-hmm. So we have to continue to play well and get some victories so we can make it to the state playoffs. That's our ultimate goal.
You're still 4-1. What have you done well so far to get to this point?
We have played very well defensively most of the time, not quite all of the time. And we've put a lot of pressure on the opposing team. We've gotten a ton of turnovers. That's really helped our offense. Our offense has found big plays, and that's helped us. I mean, it's been a catalyst for scoring points. They're big plays that turn into points, but we haven't been consistent offensively, which is really what we need to do.
How have you found those big plays on offense? Just a bunch of talented guys?
Yeah, we have some talented guys. Tyus Zimmerman, you know, we call him Freaky Deaky. You know, he can take a 2-yard gain and turn it into an 88-yard run at times. So
Freaky Deaky, where did that name come from?
We have absolutely no idea where it came from. Somebody said it and coined it, and so we just said, you know, he can do some Freaky Deaky out there. But and then, you know, our outside receivers, we throw the ball deep at times, and we've been able to make some plays there. So, you know, that's where we've gotten our big plays.
How about defensively? You guys seem to be able to, you know, get the job done.
Yeah, our D-line is playing well, and our linebackers really get to the football. You know, we have 3 or 4 guys who just fly around and get to the football. You know, Wagner, DeWitt, and Segal are really playing well. We've got some DBs who are playing well. First of all, I love playing Capital. They are a very good football team. The kids work hard. They play hard. They're very well coached. I have a lot of respect for Simmons and all of those guys. And so we know going into it, they're going to be very good. And I love playing them. Now that doesn't mean we've had great success, but it still is fun. And that's what I have tried to express to our kids. You know, we need to play with that effort. We need to play at that level, and we need to enjoy the experience of doing so. So it's an important game in terms of pod, but it's not a do or die game for us.
Now, in terms of Connor Polson, Capital's quarterback, he's a guy you probably can't stop the whole game, but you got to try and contain him a little bit, as they say.
Yeah, he's going to make some plays. He's going to get some yards. He's going to put a lot of pressure on our defense. You know, he throws it well. He runs it very well. He understands defenses more than a high school kid should. So he really creates some problems for you defensively.
And about this team right now, you're feeling pretty good about them, your Timberline team.
Oh, absolutely. We've got some great kids. We've got 24 seniors. They've been working hard since they were sophomores, and it's really made a difference for Timberline football.
30 seconds.
And, you know, it's other people bringing things into the light, what these kids have accomplished, but they made the state playoffs as juniors last year for the second time in school history. This year, the best start in Timberline history, and other people are expressing this to me. So somebody else somewhere is looking and telling me, and the kids are finding out, And the one thing I really kind of guard
10
against is
seconds.
don't let all of that go to your head. I mean, we still have a
Right.
long way to go. All those cliches that coaches use, they
3,
became cliches for a
2.
reason, because they're really true.
All right, Kirk Copeland talking about his Timberline team and his game tonight against Capital. He talked about Tyus Zimmerman, his big running back, number 25. And Dave, Freaky Deaky, isn't that what they called you back in high school? Freaky Deaky?
My last name's Burnett, and I have to. They called me Burnout.
Burnout, huh? Nothing's changed.
not a whole lot.
For sure. No, I'll tell you what, looking forward to this game tonight again. 2 4-1 teams going after one another, Capital and Timberline. This is a key game in Pod B, and both teams feel like it's going to be a physical game. We'll be back with more. You're listening to the pregame show right here on 630 The Fan. We'll be back after this.
We love Mountain West Bank almost as much as we love Treasure Valley High School football.
Did you know that when you open a totally free checking account, you get a free gift? And it's a very nice free gift, too.
We also got our new home loan there at a very competitive rate.
Which ties in nicely with their proud support of Treasure Valley High School football because, they're both really competitive.
Mountain West Bank. Love where you bank.
And your team.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass admissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
SeizeTheDeal.com, where you can get great deals from local businesses. Right now, get tickets for the October Murder Mystery Dinner Theater from Forward Movement Training. It's about time to turn on the furnace. Get your ducts cleaned now by Treasure Valley Cleaning and create one-of-a-kind wood crafts just in time for the holidays at Wood Creations. Seize these deals now before they're gone. New deals are added all the time, so check back often.
SeizeTheDeal.com. KFXD Boise.
I don't think anybody saw that one coming.
Your station for Dan Patrick is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
All right, we're getting ready to gear up for Timberline and Capital tonight. 2 4-1 teams, as we've already chronicled earlier in the pregame show. The high school football weekend began last night, and it began with 3 or 4 blowouts. In 5A, it was Eagle over Boise, 55-14. Valley View beat Columbia 58-0, and Rocky Mountain over Nampa, 40-17. And in 3A action last night, Emmett all over Payette from the get-go, 64-12. Emmett now 4-2 overall, but 2-0 in 3A SRB.
Emmett continues to look very good. They're beating all the 3A opponents, so they're looking very good. I think their 2 losses came against some higher division schools.
We're not sure really where we're going to be next week. We're waiting to see the results tonight, but we could very well make the trip to Middleton, where Middleton is 4-1. Middleton playing Mountain Home tonight at Mountain Home. But depending on how everything goes, we might go 4A next week, because that may be our best matchup.
It could be. And Middleton, of course, new facilities, new school out there, after the fire they had several years ago. So we may do a 4A game next week.
Yeah, if you're from Middleton and want to hear that, just let us know. Get in touch with us because we're thinking about that right now.
Yep. And by the way, for you to know, if you're driving home right now or maybe listening on the radio, we're also streaming this live. You have live video and everything up going. It is new and improved, and so I think you'll be happy with the picture on it. 630thefan.com. Just go up. There's a big fan logo right in the middle on that first slider. Click on it, and you'll go right down to streaming. Click the go button, and you're right there. You have the audio and the video all in one on the computer.
Wow. You make it sound so easy, and then, I just struggled every morning to figure out. This morning I went there and it told me to switch users.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, now what do I do? I'm done.
Now you're in trouble.
I'm done for the whole day. I might as well go home, go back to bed, because there's no way I can switch users.
Well,
I'm done.
Easy to do at 630thefan.com live streaming. And we really, and one of the reasons is we want you to come to the game and support the kids. If you're a Timberline parent or a Capital, we want you at the game. Really, you're kind of doing this for family members who may be out of town that want to see the kids play, don't have the opportunity to do it. Perfect time to just shoot them a text and say, hey, go to 630thefan.com. You can watch it. Boy, Wayne, what a difference. Last time we were here at Donald Larson for the Boise game, the field was still drenched in sunshine. And tonight, we're starting the game. It's in the shadows.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though. They got everything going on here. Want to just give a shout-out, really, to our sponsors. Okay, first of all, Pro Image Sports with 3 Valley locations. The premier sports store for all your sports apparel needs. By Boise Muffler Shop. Let Boise Muffler Shop keep your check engine light in check. Mountain West Bank, your home for totally free checking and free online banking. By MyBullfrog.com, your Verizon premium retailer working to solve your communications problems. And by Satellite Systems, I don't know if you've heard their commercial, but Peyton Manning says you go on in there and say, Peyton Manning sent you, and you'll get a real good NFL deal.
Wow. That's a good deal. All right, so we're going to get ready with the coin toss getting ready to take place at midfield. As I mentioned before, Timberline is in their blue jerseys, solid white pants, blue helmets. Capital in their solid white uniforms with their gold helmets.
Does it get any prettier than this? Look at the sunshine on the foothills, Dave. I mean, what a beautiful October evening in downtown Boise. And we are right downtown in Boise. It's really one of those city games that you love to do. Bronco Stadium behind us. You can see the press box and, of course, Boise State. Often they'll be playing down in Nevada tonight, or tomorrow night, rather. And so, this is the game of the night right downtown.
Absolutely, it is. Last week we were at Valley View and Caldwell, and we was talking to their athletic director about the fact, you have the country schools, the city schools. Well, we're back in the city again this week.
I got to say something about Valley View last week, though. That was maybe one of the best conditioned regular grass fields I've ever seen. That was in great shape. It was just a great field to play on. I would really prefer it to this beautiful artificial turf they have here.
Oh, yeah.
When you have that, when you can keep it maintained like that, it was fantastic.
We'll look at it later in October, see how that looks later in October. It may not be quite as nice.
I don't know. They've just done a great job of keeping that field together. So kudos to those guys out there, okay? Well, Capital has won the toss. They've deferred to the second half, and so it looks like Timberline is going to receive this ball, and Capital will be kicking off. So the Gurkhas want to go on the defense first, huh?
Yep, evidently they do. By the way, I want to mention none of the black helmets out there is captains for the kickoff.
All right, let's do this. Let's take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll be back with the opening kickoff right after this.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday Ticket. That's every game, every Sunday, included at no extra charge. Put your money on DirecTV. Call your local dealer now. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Switch to DirecTV today and start enjoying the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems at 344-3474.
Requires 24-month agreement and choice package or above. Includes out-of-market games only. NFL offer valid through 12/27/14. New approved customers only. 2015 NFL Sunday Ticket renews at full price. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Hello, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
All right, we are back here ready for tonight's kickoff, brought to you by Eide Bailey. Eide Bailey, a top 25 CVA firm in the nation. Eide Bailey sponsoring our kickoff tonight here at Donna Larson Park. We've got Capital in white kicking off to Timberline, blue jerseys and white pants. You got a couple of Zimmermans way in the back, and that ball's going to go into the end zone. It'll be brought out to the 20-yard line. Both Derek and Tyus Zimmerman, brothers, were back there to receive the kickoff.
Always nice, interesting. A flag thrown very late on that. There's two players that came off the field, one for Timberline, one for Capital. They kind of high-fived or, slapped at each other's hands, not a high five, but they're calling a penalty on them for that. On both sides, which still, they just high-fived each other as it went off. I'm not quite sure why they threw a flag on that.
I think they wanted to let them know that there's not going to be any of that shenanigans here tonight.
But it wasn't done in anger. It was just kind of a, like two guys that may have even known each other, just kind of high-fiving each other as they went off the field.
Oh, well.
Interesting call, but, they're offsetting, so the referee just wanted to throw the flag, I guess.
All right, we're getting ready to go here. Brian Ulrichsen of Timberline. This year on the year, he's completed 42 of 82 passes for 585 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So, as we said, they don't really do it through the air as much as they like to get that stuff going on the ground. And they've got Ty Zimmerman back there, who, as I mentioned, averaging 7.8 yards per carry. And the officials still talking to everybody, just saying, come on, guys, we haven't even started this game yet.
None of this high-fiving stuff.
Yeah.
That's enough of that.
We don't want you to be excited. Let's just play this game. All right, so the ball is at the 20-yard line, the offsetting penalties before we even begin. And from the shotgun is Ulrichsen, hands it off to Zimmerman, right side, and he is going to be brought down for a loss of about a yard at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, Ben Bering waiting right there on the left-hand side for him, wrapped him up along with a couple other Capitals players, bringing him down.
So second down and 11, just underway here at Donald Larson Park. Timberline taking it at their 20, losing a yard on first down. And so they'll send Riley Edmondson to the near side as one of the wide receivers. They've got another man in the slot. Again, Zimmerman is the lone running back, along with Ulrichsen at quarterback. Ulrichsen back to pass, looks to his right, completes it to Tarek Zimmerman, and Zimmerman is out to the 27-yard line. That's a nice pickup. It'll bring up a third down and 2.
Nice pass. It was right on the numbers in there. Hunter Wendell coming up with a tackle for Capital that time, but not until he got a good game.
Make it third down and 3 after they mark it down at the 27-yard line, so they got to get to the 30-yard line. So loss on first down, and the nice pass to Zimmerman. Once again, they bring Riley Edmondson out to the near side. Ulrichsen up under center this time from the I formation. Ulrichsen to Zimmerman up the middle, and nothing there. He is just squashed right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it was Alonzo Del Toro coming up with a tackle there, just split the seams on it, and there was nowhere for him to go.
And another loss. So obviously you think Capital's aware of Zimmerman?
I think they're very aware of it. You know, it's interesting. Capital, one of the few high schools running that three-man front. A coach has to have a lot of trust in high school in that three-man front that those kids can handle it as opposed to a four-man front. And Capital showing early they can handle it.
Zach Charmy coming out. He'll be kicking it away. Tariq Littlejohn deep, standing at his 40-yard line for Capital. Charmy is funny. I asked, is it Charmay, or whatever? And they said, he's a kicker. Call him what you want. His punt is up. It's going to hit the ground, and it hits a couple of players, and apparently nobody important because it's bouncing around at the 45-yard line. I thought maybe it might have been a live ball, but it did not. And so it'll be at the 45-yard line, and that's where Capital will take over.
Again, let you know we are streaming the game live video on the computer, 630thefan.com. You can click on, just go onto that logo banner, click on there, and then click through, start that YouTube video, and you can watch live streaming or call your family, friends, let them know they can watch from out of town.
All right, here comes Connor Polson and company, and man, I tell you what, he's got a lot of talent around him. He's got Tariq Littlejohn split to the near side, 3 wide receivers to the top. Idaweta in at running back, and Polson's going to fake to Idaweta and carry it out near midfield, a pickup of about 4.
Polson being tackled that time. Paul Michael, one of the guys for Timberline, getting in on that tackle.
Sam Brixey out there, one of the wide receivers, along with Jake Barrett. Barrett far out to the left side. Brixey comes to the near side with Littlejohn in the slot. Idaweta the lone running back. They've also got Spiegel on this team. He does a good job. This time Idaweta straight up the middle. He's got a first down inside the 45 to the 44. Pickup of 7 yards.
That time junior Seth Zimmerman coming up with the tackle. Excuse me, it's Seth Millington.
And that was just right up the gut.
Yes, it was.
First down for Capital at the 43-yard line. Idaweta in at running back from the shotgun. Polson fakes, now pulls back, throws it out to Tariq Littlejohn. Littlejohn's going to be hit right where he caught it. He's going to lose about a yard.
Yeah, no fooling him that time. The linebacker from that right-hand side for Timberline, that was Josh Grope coming up with the tackle.
Gropp, as we mentioned earlier, he has 8 sacks this year. He leads 5A SIC.
Well, that's a tackle for a loss for him.
Yeah, it is. You bet. And on a pass, no less. So it's a loss of 2 yards. It'll be second down and 12. In motion, Fontenot. Rolling to his right is Polson. He throws over the middle, incomplete, and then caught. It was intended for Littlejohn, he couldn't find a handle. Somehow went right to Cedar Sherburne.
Yeah, it went right in and out of Tariq's hands, and it was, look what I found.
Yeah, so that was the fact he had 2 receivers in the same place, which normally doesn't happen, and Sherburne was able to come up with the catch.
Peyton Wilner got the tackle that time for Timberline.
It's still going to be 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 35-yard line, just underway. 8:05 to go here in the first period. No score yet. Timberline and Capital. Both teams 4-1. It's our game of the week here on 630 The Fan. Polson hands it off to Idaweta. Idaweta pounds it up for the first down, and that's going to take it to the 31-yard line, and Capital moves the chains again.
It's exactly what Capital wants to do. Keep the ball moving, keep the clock going. It's the way you win football games.
Capital no huddle, but they don't go extremely fast. Last week, it was amazing how Mountain View was going 90 miles an hour. They send Brixey in motion. Play action fake over the middle. They got Littlejohn wide open, touchdown. Tariq Littlejohn caught it at the 5, took it in for the touchdown. 31-yard touchdown pass from Polson to Littlejohn, and with 7:37 to go in the first period, Capital 6-0.
Yeah, he beat his man that time, Taylor Ducharme, who just flat got beat on the route, wide open.
So the try for extra point coming up next. Again, 7:37 on the board, and I'm looking up at a 7:37 flying in the sunshine. How about that for irony?
Yeah.
You didn't see away there? 7:37 flying away in the sun.
I got you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Wow.
I noticed these things. Here's the try for extra point. It's up, and it is good. So 7:37 to go here in the first period, and our score now, Capital 7, Timberline nothing. You're listening to the game of the week right here on 630 The Fan. We'll be back right after this.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Back here at Donald Larson Park, what a beautiful night for a high school football game. The sun's still shining on the foothills, but not on us anymore.
Yeah, it's a little breezy, but that breeze is a little bit chilly up here.
It's good. It's good. We're good. We'll be throwing on a winter coat, though, in another little while. Here's the kickoff, and it's going to go into the end zone again. And Tyus Zimmerman will just kind of watch it go through. So once again, Timberline taking it out at their own 20-yard line. So 7-0, Capital leads it. Nice drive by the Eagles. Kind of mixed it up. A couple of nice passes. Ended up a 31-yard touchdown from Connor Polson to Tariq Littlejohn.
Make sure you stick around for tonight's halftime schedule with performances by the cheer and dance teams. Also,
Waiting for Timberline to take the field here.
Some final instructions from head coach Kirk Copeland. Now they come out onto the field. Once again at quarterback, Brian Ulrichsen, a senior, 5'11", 185-pounder. And he's got Tyus Zimmerman, 5'11", 185 as well. Back to pass, Ulrichsen looking deep, trying to go for all the marbles. Had a man wide open and just overthrew him. It was Zimmerman who was wide open at midfield, and he was overthrown by about 3 yards.
Yeah, he had his guy beat by 2-3 strides. That had he gotten it on the numbers, that would have been gone for 7.
Well, they were trying to go for it. That would have changed his momentum in a hurry.
Yeah, it would have changed the game for sure.
And after all of that, it's 2nd down and 10. Clock stop, 7:30 to go here. First period from Donald Larson Park. Timberline cheerleaders in mass. They've got a whole bunch of cheerleaders. And you can hear them in the background going at it. 2nd down and 10. Ulrichsen rolling to his left, pitches it out to Tyus Zimmerman. Zimmerman breaks one tackle and pulls everybody out to about the 25, maybe the 26. And that'll be a pickup of 5. So it'll be 3rd down and 5. A little more doable now for the T-Wolves.
Yep, sun not a factor in this game right now. It's totally off the field, just up in the foothills. So receivers and quarterbacks not going to have to battle the sun.
Third down, and they did mark him at the 26, so third down and 4. Again, if you just tuned in, 7-0 Capital leads it. Took their opening possession in for a score, 45. Whoops, the guy, looks like we got some motion penalties.
Yep, got a little flinch on the left-hand side of the line that time. And everyone from Capital pointed it out.
Yep, they did. Anyway, Capital, a 55-yard touchdown drive and a 31-yard touchdown pass from Polson to Littlejohn. And now it's going to be third down and 9, so that's a big 5-yard penalty, a big motion penalty. You know, some motion penalties are bigger than others, and that was a big one. When you're trying to get something going and now you're back at the 21, you just wanted to kind of move the chains a couple of times and get that offense warmed up. Here's the pass to Zimmerman, and he's hit right as he caught it, and it's knocked away. What a nice defensive play.
Yep. Colby Larson was right there just as the ball hit him. He hit him from behind, and out came the ball.
Great timing. And that's going to make it a fourth down and 9. And so Charmy's going to come out again and kicking it away to Littlejohn. And pretty much same situation has just happened. Kind of a 3 and out.
Yep. And Littlejohn setting up on his 45 as he did last time.
So Charmy standing at the 6-yard line. It's a good snap. Has it. Has time to kick it away. Nice kick. Fair catch called for by Littlejohn. And Littlejohn has it at the 46-yard line.
I thought the ref thought for a long time there about pulling the flag out and calling for interference on the catch, but wound up not calling it.
Yeah, he had a Timberline player right in Littlejohn's face, and they thought maybe he hadn't given him any kind of a cushion at all, but they didn't call it. Littlejohn made the catch. I bet you if he had dropped that, though, he would have thrown the flag.
They would have thrown the flag. I think that's what he was waiting to see. If he really did interfere, he'd throw the flag.
So, last time, Capital had it at the 45. They drove 55 yards for a TD. Now they have it at the 46-yard line, so this will be not nearly as long a drive. First and 10 for Capital. Polson at quarterback. Idaweta the lone running back, and again, they fake it, and Polson carries it up the middle. He's going to go across midfield down to the 49-yard line.
Tackled on the play that time. One of the guys in there, again, was Seth Millington making the tackle.
5-yard gain, second down and 5, Capital. 2 4-1 teams going at it. Pod B competition. Both say it's, not the season, but I'm telling you what, it's a big, important game for both these teams. Polson rolling to his left, cuts it up the middle. He's down close to about the 44-yard line, and that's going to bring up a third down and 2.
Yeah, looking for some sort of a hole to break free from Josh Grope once again in there making the tackle. Somehow I think we're going to hear a lot of Josh all night.
Yeah, Gropp is all over the field, as we said. He's a big kid, gets it done, gets out there and makes things happen. 6 foot, 210-pounder. Third down and 2. Polson takes the snap directly and just kind of runs right up the middle. That was a quarterback keeper from the shotgun.
Yeah, so he had a head of steam up when he hit that line.
Yep.
Number 22 making the tackle that time. That would be Kyler Reeves.
Mark it at the 41-yard line, first down. And again, Capital just doing a good job of keeping the clock running and moving the chains.
And game moving right along.
First and 10 from the 41-yard line. Polson again from the shotgun. He drops the football, picks it up, is going to be sacked back at the 49-yard line. So that didn't take much there. Now it's going to be second and long for Capital.
Yeah, he didn't have a chance. That thing hit the ground and did not have a chance on it.
Again, good penetration, too, by the guys in blue to get up there and get in there and make the stop. So it's second down, and let's call it 17. They marked it back at the 48.
I think you're going to see a pass coming here.
You got Littlejohn to the near side. You got 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, which is the Capital side of the field. Idaweta the lone setback as Polson again in the shotgun. Now he sends Idaweta in motion to the near side. And a play-action fake and just a quarterback draw. Not a whole lot there, maybe 6 yards.
Again, that was a real low snap. He had to pick that one up just right off the carpet. So center having trouble getting that snap back there.
Kind of an interesting call because he had everybody. I think he just wanted to spread the field as far as he could to open up that defense up the middle, but now they're facing third down and 13. Ball sitting at the 43-yard line.
Well, you look at these guys like Tariq Littlejohn, Connor Polson. These kids have been playing together for quite a while, so they know each other and what they're going to do.
Sam Brixey in there as well. He's to the near side. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Polson, he's looking for Brixey. Brixey's open, and he can't catch it. The pass hung up, and that allowed the defender to get over there and recover because Brixey had everybody beat.
Yeah, that was a real nice recovery that time. Tyler Descharmy coming back there. He was beaten, but the ball floated in there long enough for him to get back there and making the hit right as the ball arrived.
Yeah, it was just it just needed to get there just a second earlier, and it would have been caught by Brixey. So now you're looking at 4th down and 13. You really maybe don't want to punt it from here. But I don't know. If I'm Capital, you play the field position.
Yeah, you might want to give a little pooch kick, but it.
Yeah. Well, that Polson does that.
He does, so we'll see if he gives the pooch kick or not.
He's got 4 receivers in the pattern.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or try to pull him off sides.
Yep. And they may have done that.
Still not going to be enough to give him the first down.
Nope. But now if you were thinking about not pooch kicking it, now you're down at the 39-yard line, so that 5 yards means that you've got 4th down and maybe 8, a long 8. And so now you may change the thinking a little bit.
Or try to get him to jump again.
Yep. So here we go. Idaweta comes to the near side, rolling to his right. Polson looking. Polson throws it. He's got a man open. That's Tariq Littlejohn. He's got it at the 30. Goes down the sideline, breaks the tackle, and he's going to go in for the score. Did he stay in bounds? Yes, he did.
Eagles.
From 39 yards away, Tariq Littlejohn catches a pass, and for the second time tonight, Polson and Littlejohn have combined for a TD.
Well, I said these kids, they know each other. Not only here, if you'll remember right, last March they were playing basketball and won a state basketball championship together. So these guys know each other. They spend all year together playing various sports, and they know where they're going to be.
So a 31-yard scoring strike, now a 39-yard scoring strike. And with 3:48 to go here in the first period, it is Capital 13-0 with the extra point on the way. And looks good, is good.
Flag is down.
Let's check the flag and see what it is. It's 14-0. Let's see if the flag is again. It must be against Timberline, so it's going to be declined. We'll take, roughing the kicker. They'll probably
do it on the
kickoff. So we'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this. Our score now, Capital 14, Timberline 0. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on 630 The Fan.
Looking to save a little money this year? Visit mybullfrog.com, your local trusted Verizon wireless retailer, and switch your home phone service now. For as little as $20 a month, you can keep your existing home phone, same number, and enjoy unlimited long-distance calls. This service is packed with your favorite calling features like caller ID, call waiting, and three-way calling. Visit any of their Treasure Valley locations for more information. Shop local and stay connected. Learn more at mybullfrog.com.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football.
We are back here at Timberline, actually down at Larson Park. Timberline, the home team tonight, but right now it's Capital leading at 14-0. And Colby Larson getting ready to kick off again. He's put 2 in the end zone, and this one he really kicks hard. Looks like it's going to end up there too. In fact, Tyus Zimmerman just watches it hit 9 yards deep in the end zone and go out of bounds. So with 3:48 to go in the first period and down 14-0, Timberline will have the ball at their own 20.
Yeah, and this is a very important series for Timberline right now. They can't afford to go 3 and out and turn the ball over again, Wayne.
Got to try to get some points on the board, or at least, if nothing else, move the football, move the chains a little bit, get some offensive, flow going.
And they've had Zimmerman's been open a couple of times. He was hit once as the ball hit him. He's been open and just missed a couple of times. So the possibility is there.
All right, Riley Adamson comes far to the wide to the near side. And again, it's Zimmerman, the lone setback, and a flag already.
Flag on the play.
Offside is going to be called against Capital, so that'll move it. It'll be a first down and 5.
Against the Eagles.
That'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Huddling up again is Timberline.
Like they say, Timberline huddles up. Capital goes with the no huddle. Amundsen coming to the near side. Tarek Zimmerman going far to the right from the shotgun. They hand it off to Ty Zimmerman. He's being chased, but he's got a little bit of a crease. There's a flag down. He's out across the 30 to the 35 and out of bounds near the 40. But let's check the flag because that's kind of where you get holding calls.
Yep, and 2 flags went down, so whatever it was very obvious to everyone on the field.
And it's holding against Timberline. Hey, kudos to these refs. These are the first guys that have really come up there and immediately showed us what the deal is.
Yeah, last week, boy, I tell you, it took them forever to make the call, and they talked about it and left us all wondering what was going on.
So far, I'm impressed with these guys. They've done a good job. Not only that, they mark off the penalty very quick.
Yep.
Keep the play going.
This is a good crew they have together as they obviously have worked together before.
Mark it all the way down to the 13-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 18. So you really go from a 1st and 5 to a 1st and 18. Wow. Timberline is not doing themselves any favor here. Again, Ulrichsen a quarterback. Back to pass. Ulrichsen getting pressure, is hit from behind, but that's going to be incomplete.
Wow.
It was almost caught, then almost intercepted, and then incomplete.
As he rolled around, if you're watching on the streaming at 630thefan.com, you saw Dallas Montoya making that tackle, and man, it came and went and bobbled around and finally hit the turf.
Yeah, there was some contact. Yeah, everybody got hit. Ulrichsen got hit just as he let it go. Receiver got hit, and that was Admonson just as he caught it, and then it bounced out of his hands, and then a defender almost caught it.
Circus play.
Yep.
No results.
Bottom line, 2nd down and 18 rather. 2nd down and 18 from the 13. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 Capital leads Timberline. 2 4-1 teams playing here. Pass underneath, incomplete.
Yeah,
that time the pass intended for Davin Herberg.
Threw it behind him that time, and he couldn't reach back and grab that ball.
So now a 3rd down and 18. Timberline just like to get 1 first down here. I mean, this is not what they expected.
No, they really need to move the sticks here, and now at 3rd and forever, they're going to have to pack a suitcase to get the first down here.
Well, the first 2 times that Capitals had the ball, they've only had a 55-yard field and a 54-yard field. And so it looks like if they don't get a first down here, they're going to have another great field position. Back to pass. Ulrichsen throws the screen over the middle and incomplete.
Wow, you got to catch those.
Yeah, and that was right there to Zimmerman had it, but I tell you what, even if he had caught it, Dave, it looks like there was nowhere to go.
He was coming across the middle, and I think he probably heard footsteps, bobbled it, knowing he was about to get clobbered, and he was. Linebacker for Capital lined up ready to go there.
And this is not Timberline's game. They do not want to throw this football or have to be in a position to throw it. They like to run it, control the clock a little bit more, and it's not happened.
Yeah.
And so now you got Charmy in his own end zone. Before he was like at the 6, but now he's in his own end zone, and you've got Little John standing at the 47-yard line. Here's the kick. Little John taking a look at it, calls a fair catch, takes a step up at the 44, and now it's a 44-yard field for Capital.
A little chippiness going on between a couple of the players there, between Timberline and Capital, more on the Timberline side, and I think they're beginning to feel a little bit frustrated with the lack of results going on out here.
A couple of big pass plays have resulted in scores. It's Connor Polson with 2 TD passes, both of them to Tariq Littlejohn. One of 31 yards, one of 39 yards, and it's 14-0 Capital leads it here.
Yeah, and, you know, Timberline had been doing really well, undefeated. Last week, Rocky Mountain kind of had their number. This week, Capital taking it right to them.
So Polson sends Hideweda in motion. He's got Fontenot at the running back, hands off to Fontenot. Fontenot up the middle. Gets it down to about the 41-yard line. Derek Fontenot, 5'11", 185-pounder in there.
Yeah, Fontenot going up, running right into it. Once again, Josh Grupp getting the tackle on that one.
Brought down by a group of Walls. Plays good for 3 yards, 2nd down.
3-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here, first quarter. Trips to the near side. Now they send Fontenot in motion on the end around. He's got it, cuts it up, and he's cut it from down from behind right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice play that time. Number 22 coming up for Timberline to make the tackle on that play. That's Kyler Seagull making that tackle. Timberline kind of juggled their defensive line around right at the snap. It did look very organized. I don't know if somebody's out of place or if that was intended, but nonetheless got the tackle for the loss.
Here's one of these 3rd down plays that have really resulted in TDs for Connor Polson and Capital.
Yep.
3rd down, about 7 yards to go, 41 yards away. They've had touchdown passes from 31 and 39. Now 2 running backs, Hideweda and Fontenot in there. Hideweda goes in motion to the left. Polson rolling to the left, looking downfield, throws across his body, complete to Tariq Littlejohn, and it's complete at the 30-yard line. That's going to be 5 yards worth for a first down. It's going to be 5 yards more than he needed for a first down.
What a nice weapon for Tariq Littlejohn, or really for Connor Polson, having Tariq Littlejohn in the holster there to be able to go to him. You could see all the way out. He went through a progression, looked at a couple of guys, went, Littlejohn, yep, your ball.
Oh, right now, Capital just, the Timberline defense gets him in a hole, and then boom, Polson up the middle on the quarterback keeper, maybe 4. But they get him in a hole, and they get down to a 3rd down and 8 to come up with this big play they need to make, and they can't do it.
That gets a bit frustrating for Timberline, for the Wolves, is they just can't get the stop where they need to do it.
And they've been playing on this half of the field the whole first quarter.
Yeah, this end of the turf getting a little worn out.
Coming up on a minute and a half to go, 14-0 Capital, and the Eagles looking for more here. The keeper by Polson up the middle, and he's going to be shy of a first down, but it'll be 3rd down and maybe 1 or 2.
Drop with a tackle again on the play for Timberline.
He's been there all night, hasn't he?
He has, every time. He's always around the ball. He does have a nose for the ball, but you know what? You're going to get tired when you're having to do so much on defense out there.
3rd down and 2. New running it back in there now, Alex Spiegel. And the ball's dropped on the turf. Polson picks it up, makes a couple of moves. He gets close to a first down, but did he get enough?
Boy, a missed opportunity there for Timberline. Paul Mitchell was right there in the backfield to make the tackle and just let him get by. Could have got him for a loss, but nonetheless, he comes up with about a yard gain. Still short.
Yep, going to be 4th down and 1, but obviously they're going to go for it here. Connor Polson and company going for it out of 4th down.
Timberline really needs a stop badly.
Oh, crowd finally getting into it, hoping that they can get the defense going. Connor Polson, man, his line just took off and just pushed that defensive front of Timberline back.
Yeah, there's a bit of size advantage to Capital, and then Connor Polson's a big kid. He's a big, strong quarterback. He's not frail and he's not small. So the combination of the two, that one is a foregone conclusion.
Yep, absolutely. Got about 3 or 4 yards on that play to mark it down at the 18-yard line, and that's where Capital will have it, 1st down and 10 with 15 seconds to go. Idaweta going around the outside. Polson keeps it up the middle. He's inside the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. That's close to yet another first down, and will probably be the last play of the first quarter.
Polson with a real nice fake that time to Idaweta as he pulled 2 or 3 defenders toward Idaweta and then pulled it back in, put it in the breadbasket up the middle. He went.
And it'll be a 1st and goal to go, and as soon as they whistle this thing, the clock will start. Let's see if they're going to let the clock go down.
Yeah, they're just walking to the other end.
Yep, they will. So it'll be 1st and goal to go for Capital when we start the second quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's Capital 14, Timberline nothing, with the Eagles looking for more when we return our game of the week right here on 630 The Fan.
We love Mountain West Bank almost as much as we love Treasure Valley High School football.
Did you know that when you open a totally free checking account, you get a free gift? And it's a very nice free gift, too.
We also got our new home loan there at a very competitive rate.
Which ties in nicely with their proud support of Treasure Valley High School football because, they're both really competitive.
Mountain West Bank. Love where you bank.
And your team.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to Donald Larson Park. Wayne Zubak along with Dave Burnett. And 14-0, Capital leads it. Capital's got a 1st and goal to go from the 7-yard line as they try to start the second period here by putting some more points on the board, Dave.
Well, it's going to be a deep, deep hole for Timberline to pull out. Not like last week, though. Timberline does have a passing game. Valley View couldn't come back from 18 down. But still, it's difficult against a Capital to come from behind.
All right, Spiegel in there at running back. Connor Polson. That's Idaweta back in there again. They send Brixie in motion. Connor Polson rolling to his right, looking back. Nobody there. Now he throws in the end zone, and it's almost caught. And then, is it intercepted? It's been bounced around. No, it's a touchdown.
Wow.
Somebody caught it on about the 3rd rebound.
Tariq Littlejohn was on his back, bobbling the ball around like a cat with a ball of yarn. And Timberline had a shot at it. I think everyone but you and I had a shot at it.
So did Little John finally come down with it? Because it was bouncing about 3 times.
I don't know. I mean, if you're watching at 630thefan.com on the streaming,
Wow.
you might be able to see who it was. But it was 3-4 guys there.
I think Little John ended up, and if that's the case, that's his 3rd TD reception. And that one was just a little bit of luck, and sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Well, I guess so.
Here comes a try for the extra point to make it a 21-0 ball game. It's been all Capitals so far, and it's been the passing arm of Connor Polson to Derek Littlejohn. 3 TD passes, and it's up and good. 11:50 to go here in the first half, and Capitals scoring just like that to start the second period. Our score, Capital 21, Timberline nothing. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Looking to save a little money this year? Visit mybullfrog.com, your local trusted Verizon wireless retailer, and switch your home phone service now. For as little as $20 a month, you can keep your existing home phone, same number, and enjoy unlimited long-distance calls. This service is packed with your favorite calling features like caller ID, call waiting, and 3-way calling. Visit any of their Treasure Valley locations for more information. Shop local and stay connected. Learn more at mybullfrog.com.
We love Mountain West Bank almost as much as we love Treasure Valley High School football.
Did you know that when you open a totally free checking account, you get a free gift? And it's a very nice free gift, too.
We also got our new home loan there at a very competitive rate.
Which ties in nicely with their proud support of Treasure Valley High School football because, you know, they're both really competitive.
Mountain West Bank. Love where you bank.
And your team.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Welcome back here, everybody, to Donald Larson Park. Here's the kickoff, this time a pooch kick, and taken on one hop by Tarek Zimmerman, and he's got it all the way out to the 42-yard line. So the last 3 times they've kicked off, Capitals kicked it into the end zone. This time they do a pooch kick. All the wind has died down, so I'm not sure if that was a good move, and Zimmerman took it on the hop on the full speed and took it out to the 43-yard line.
At least the Wolves are going to get good field position close to midfield this time.
So that attempt to do a little pooch kick, I don't know, maybe the momentum changed a little bit. At least now Timberline's not deep in their own territory. Justin Lavin coming out there is one of the running backs. Actually, Lavin in there, I think, as a quarterback. So Lavin coming in at a quarterback. Ulrichson's out of there. Lavin back to pass. Play action over the middle. And incomplete. It should have been caught by Shastine Jolly, and he just dropped it.
Back in coverage for Capital that time was number 33, Talon Madsen. Broke that up. And again, the ball is there. Somebody's just got to get some hands on it and bring it in.
Well, Timberline's called timeout, and Kirk Copeland is walking out, and he is just, you can tell by his body language, he is not a happy camper. Let's take a 30-second timeout. 30 seconds. We'll be back after this. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on 630 The Fan.
We love Mountain West Bank almost as much as we love Treasure Valley High School football.
Did you know that when you open a totally free checking account, you get a free gift? And it's a very nice free gift, too.
We also got our new home loan there at a very competitive rate.
Which ties in nicely with their proud support of Treasure Valley High School football because, you know, they're both really competitive.
Mountain West Bank. Love where you bank.
And your team.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Alrighty, back here at Donald Larson Park. Kirk Copeland going out talking to his team as they call a timeout. Again, Dave, they had a play wide open and didn't communicate, didn't execute.
Too many missed balls that are just hitting receivers in the hands.
All right, they made a quarterback change. It is Justin Lavin in there at quarterback. He's up under center. Pitches it out to the right, dropped, and then picked up again by Zimmerman. But by picking it up, it had a lot of time. There's probably about 12 jerseys over there in white. And I know there's only 11 on the field, but it seems like 12.
Yeah, Timberline may get a break here because the flag went down. I think they may have pushed him out of bounds.
But again, I've got to go back to the fact that Timberline now, Dave, is trying to do things that they're not comfortable doing. They want to run first, pass second. And now they've got to run pass.
Yep.
it's just not working out for them.
Yep, they need to take a deep breath, trying to get the stop here so they don't get any deeper than 3 touchdowns, into the hole.
And the other thing has been the defense out there all night long, and how long can they do that? How long can they continue to do that? Connor Polson rolling to the right. Flag flies right before I think we got motion penalty against Capital. That'll back it up, make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, linebacker number 55, Zach Wagner, was blitzing on it that time. Rushed up to the line, and I think the right tackle got a little antsy for Capital and jumped. So, and Timberline looks like they're going to do a little more blitzing, a little something different on defense here.
They've got to make something happen is what they've got to do. They've got to come up with a turnover here. So it's 1st and 15. Capital has it at their 32-yard line, and it's a 21-0 Capital lead right now.
The Wolves going with the traditional 4-man front on the game here.
I'm sorry.
Line that came up that time, it was a rush right up the middle that time by Capital. So now they're going to get that up about 3 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 12 on the play this time as they come forward. A little interruption there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Were they trying to throw you out of here?
Any rate. Fumble there by Polson. Polson rolling to his right, picks it up, throws it away. Incomplete.
Yeah, he just got his hands on the ball that time and just chucked it to the sidelines. All right, getting resettled back down here again now. It's 3rd down and 12.
Just so you know, this is the second time we've been at Donald Larson Park and had somebody come to talk to us while we're on the air. It's like, whoa.
We're calling a game here.
Hello, baby. All right, 3rd down and 12. Ball out at the 35-yard line. Fontenot in motion. Polson rolling to the right. Throws over, it's complete. Polson's got it out there on the outside, and again, nice little catch there. Still haven't catch. That's Sam Brixey who catches it for a 1st down out about the 49-yard line.
Tyler Ducharme making the tackle on the sideline, but not until that 1st down is made.
First down and 10. Connor Polson up the middle. Polson gets it down inside the 48-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of about 3. Second down and 7.
Capital continues to just eat up the clock and march down the field.
Sam Brixey rolling to his right. And then Polson pulls it in. His pass, deep, incomplete, knocked away at the last second, but still would have been out of bounds. So Connor Polson going for all of it.
Yep, threw that ball just about down to the 11-yard line that time and underthrew his receiver by several yards.
3rd down and 7 now. Ball back at the 48-yard line. Again, 10 minutes to go here in the first half. 21-0 Capital leading Timberline. From the shotgun, Polson looks, pumps, now throws, has a man out there, and is going to be knocked away. Nice defense played that time by Timberline.
Yep, Timberline right on the play, step for step down the field. In fact, got in front of the ball, had a shot at the interception, but did get it knocked down.
So that's going to bring up a 4th down and 7. Ball at the 48-yard line. Let's see when you're up 21-0, if you continue to go for it. Capital has not punted tonight. And they're going to go for it again, this time from the 48-yard line. So right near midfield, we're going to go for it on 4th and 7, or maybe
deep.
a pooch kick.
Yeah, he's deep.
Yep, there you go. Little pooch kick by Connor Polson. Is going to go and die right at about the 21-yard line. So that's where Timberline will take over. So that time the defense finally, Dave, coming up with a stop, and that's what they needed.
They really did. Down 21-0 and 9:43 left to go. So, this is the time. Timberline now, they need to regroup. I'm sure the coach got the offensive team on the sideline and said, come on, guys, pull your heads out. Let's get this thing put together. Capital again waiting for Timberline as they break the huddle on the sidelines late, but lined right up with the play.
Ulrichsen back in at quarterback for Timberline. Zimmerman the running back. Let's see if they just kind of go back to what got him here. Nope, back to pass. Rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. Ulrichsen on the run. Throws it out of bounds. He had nobody open.
Yeah, wise play, though. He got enough space that he got out to the hash marks and threw it out of bounds. So, just a wise play on his part rather than taking the sack.
But again, if you're a run team first, Dave, you almost got to go back and say, okay, we're down 21-0. But let's go back to what got us to 4-1. And that has been the running game.
Yep.
And let's just see what we can do.
Yep.
Because right now, Capital is bringing all the pressure. They're up 21-0. They don't worry about maybe one giving up a touchdown. They're just going to come after you.
Yeah, it's not panic time. Timberline doesn't have to panic. There's plenty of time left. They need to do what got them to the dance.
Back to pass. Ulrichsen throws. This one is complete out of the 30-yard line. Shy of a first down, but it is complete.
But again, you're going to have, 2-3 yards to go here, and Capital has been very effective in shutting down the run on Timberline tonight. So they're going to have to make a decision. Short pass out to the flat, or are they going to try to make the run happen?
Again, this may be one of the biggest plays so far in the game for Timberline. They just do not want to give the ball back to Capital.
Yeah.
So what do they do here? And they've not been able to run.
It's a momentum play. They're either going to get momentum or lose it here.
Jolly goes wide to the left. Ulrichsen on 3rd down and 3. Back to pass. Looks. Throws it out here to Zimmerman. Zimmerman has it. And Zimmerman's out to about the 32-yard line, and he's got a first down.
Yeah. That's a play. It's a screen out to the side. You got 2 guys to block. The 2 guys out blocking have to make those blocks, and they really did. And Tariq Littlejohn able to get in the middle of it and knock it down. They did get the first down, but that's all they got.
So out of the 33.
Your guys out there, those receivers, they have to execute those blocks. And I know for receivers, they don't do a lot of blocking, but you got to execute those.
First down and 10 for Timberline. We haven't said that tonight. Ulrichsen from the shotgun. Got Zimmerman back there. Also has another running back. Let's see if they go back to the run. This time rolling to his left. Here comes the pressure again. They throw it underneath the coverage and incomplete. And that has a really, really low percentage of completion there, Dave.
Yeah, you're on the run there, and you're running to the left, trying to throw to the left to a right-handed quarterback there. That's a tough pass to complete. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if Timberline's playing with 8 guys against 12 for Capital. It's like there's all kinds of people for Capital running wild in the backfield every time they go back to throw.
Well, Capital's defense is just, doing a good job of beating that offensive line and getting in there. And that makes it tough. Again, you need to establish the run. Maybe Timberline's thinking we can't run against this Capital team, but that is what got them where they are. I'd like to see them try it at least. 2nd down and 10. And now they're in another passing situation. This time they go back to the run. They get to the Zimmerman. He tries to bounce the outside. He's out to the 40 and out to the 45, and there you go. Bounce it out to the outside. That's what Zimmerman has been doing all the time, and that's a 14-yard run and a first down.
Yep, that's what got you here. So, stick with it. Make the pass a secondary thing or secondary weapon, and you'll have better success. Easy for us to say up here.
Well, when you're down 21-0, you have a tendency to want to just get it back quickly,
Yeah.
but really you still have 8 minutes, 11 seconds to go here in the first half. You're down 21-0. You come up with a takeaway on defense. That's what you need. But here you just got to get a sustained drive down there and get on the board.
Yeah, if you can go in 21-7, that's not a bad way to go in at the half.
3 wide receivers to the near side. Ulrichsen. That's Lavin, rather. He's going to run with the ball. He's got a running room. He's at the 40, 35, down to the 30-yard line, and now the running game starting to pick it up, and Lavin kind of came in there for Ulrichsen. Now here comes Ulrichsen. So they're changing quarterbacks back and forth.
Yeah. Tariq Littlejohn, the cornerback for Capital, sitting back there, making the tackle that saved the touchdown. I don't think Hugh Lavin is going to be able to outrun Tariq Littlejohn to the end zone.
So the ball's at the 30-yard line. It's the deepest penetration that we've seen with Timberline. And the T-Wolves now with a 1st and 10 from the Capital 30, down 21-0. Back to pass. Ulrichsen throws, and it's incomplete.
Yep, too low in the ground.
Yep, pass was too low.
I thought for a second there he might have picked it up off his shoestrings, but official said, nope, it's in the turf.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 now. Pass that time was intended for Edmondson. Ball at the 30.
Capital staying in that 3-man defensive front.
from the shotgun. Back to pass. Here comes Lavin again. It's a quarterback keeper. He's at the 25 and knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Very close to yet another first down.
Yeah, he began to slow down, hesitate, because he knew he was going to get hit right near that first down. I think he's short by about a half a yard. Put your nose down, boy, and go for the marker.
You got to go for it. You got to make something happen here.
Yeah, he's a foot short.
Yep, third down. Well, this is 4-down territory. Lavin up under center, and he's going to take that in a quarterback keeper, and he's got plenty of room, and he's still going.
Yeah, they pushed the stack back that time, the offensive line for Timberline.
All the way down to the 19-yard line. 18-yard line is where they're going to actually mark it, so first down and 10 for Timberline from the 18.
And looking at it realistically, if they can score here in the next 60 seconds, get it back to Capital, get them 3 and out, you still have a chance to put some points on the board before the half.
Ulrichsen back in at quarterback. Lavin taking a breather. Ulrichsen from the shotgun has 2 men to the near side, 2 wide receivers, wide right. Back to pass, looking to his right, now rolling to his right. Here comes the pressure. He's going to run it to his left. He's at the 15, outside to the 10, and thrown out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. A pickup of 8 yards for Ulrichsen on a scramble.
We got a Capital player slow to get up this time.
And we've got a flag down at the 10-yard line. That could have been.
It was right about where the tackle was made.
Yeah, because it looked like it was a high tackle, so it could either been a face mask or something. Let's see, personal foul.
Oh, boy.
Nope, it's against Timberline.
You don't want to shoot yourself in the foot when you're getting that close to payday.
So whatever it was against Timberline. Personal foul.
So that sets them way back, and that has their head coach pacing back and forth like a cat on the sideline.
He's trying to figure out what happened. I tell you, Kirk Copeland, not a happy camper right now. And that's going to come all the way back to the 26-yard line.
And
wow.
Flag thrown right about where that tackle was made, so I thought it was going to be on Capital, but personal foul on Timberline. Didn't indicate what the personal foul was, though.
Going to be about first down and 18 yards to go.
So it could have been anything from potty mouth to a cheap shot.
Yep, anything. But instead of having it at the 11-yard line, now they've got it at the 26. So a big, big difference right there when you're down 21-0. Ulrichsen at quarterback, and now we have a timeout. Timeout, Timberline. We'll take a 30-second timeout here as well. Timberline going to talk this one over on second down and 18. 6:56 to go here in the first half. 21-0 Capital over Timberline. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday Ticket. That's every game, every Sunday, included at no extra charge. Put your money on DirecTV. Call your local dealer now. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Switch to DirecTV today and start enjoying the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems at 344-3474.
Requires 24-month agreement and choice package or above. Includes out-of-market games only. NFL offer valid through 12/27/14. New approved customers only. 2015 NFL Sunday Ticket renews at full price. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football.
Donald Larson Park, Wayne DeZubak, Dave Burnett with you here on 630 The Fan. 6:56 to go in the first half. Capital leads at 21-0. Timberline, with its first good drive of the game, had the ball all the way down to the 11-yard line, and then a personal foul against the T-Wolves moved it back to the 26. And so now they're facing second down and 18.
Have we seen a game yet this season where a team did not shoot themselves when they were right down, trying to make a move?
Well, when you're trying to make a comeback, that's the last thing you need to do.
Still not quite sure what that personal foul was. They just called the personal foul, marked off 15 yards.
You were talking earlier about being a little chippy down there, so it could have been a little bit of anything.
Yep. Not the time to do it, though, if you're a Timberwolf. And that's the time you shut up and play the game.
All right, Brian Ulrichsen is a quarterback. They've been going back and forth between him and Lavin. So they've been using kind of 2 quarterbacks here in the second period, and it had been working until that personal foul. Let's see if they can overcome it. Second down and 18 from the shotgun. Ulrichsen back to pass, looking deep, has Zimmerman open. Zimmerman can't find the handle. He dropped the football. Should have come down with it.
Right on the goal line. He should have been in for 6 right there.
I mean, the coverage wasn't all that bad, but Zimmerman had him beat, and he should have brought it in.
Yeah, and that's about the third pass we've seen him drop. The coach is busy chewing on him just a bit. I think wondering what's wrong with his hands. Are they painted on? Yeah, that hit him right in the hands. That should have been 6, Wayne.
If you're going to win football games, you have got, absolutely have got to make those kind of plays.
And that's all focus. You just have to focus.
3rd down and 18, but of course it is 4-down territory. And let's see what happens again. Ulrichsen and a quarterback. Lavin kind of the runner, Ulrichsen the passer. Ulrichsen from behind throws it over the middle, caught down at the 15 down the 14-yard line. Still be shy of a first down, but a nice grab down there, steady grab by Drake O'Neal.
Now, interesting on that one, Zimmerman was going down the sidelines. Again, was open, beat his guy by 3 or 4 paces. But if you're the quarterback, you're beginning to lose confidence. You're going to look for other receivers.
Well, and not only that, he had some guys coming at him again, that Capital defense coming after him. So this is a 4th down and 6. Ball right inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. They need 6 yards. They've got 3 wide receivers and 2 to the top. Ulrichsen over the middle, has a man wide open. Touchdown! How about that?
Nice play. Found him right over the middle open. And again, Zimmerman had his guy on the outside beat, but did not even look that direction.
Nope, it was Jolly, Justin Jolly, who made the catch for the touchdown.
So now with 6:03 left in the game, you got some points on the board. If you can get a 3 and out, you got a pretty fair chance now of putting some more points on the board.
Sharmy, the kick is up. And it is good. 6:03 to go here in the first half, and now our score is 21-7 in favor of Capital, but at least Timberline is on the board with a nice touchdown pass from Ulrichsen to Jolly. We'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on 630 The Fan.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football. It's Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Will be kicking the football off for the first time tonight. Charmy kicks it, slow, bounces at the 20, takes a little low hop, finally scooped up at the 5-yard line by Capital. And that's Sam Brixey. He runs to the other side of the 10 to 15 and out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
Brixey had a nice 50-yard return, but it was east to west and he winds up at the 16-yard line. He was just trying to get around that corner, but he didn't make it.
That was a pretty good kick by Charmy. He kept it low, and it took a couple of bounces and then took a real low bounce through one player, and Brixey finally was able to scoop it up at the 5.
So you got him pinned back behind the 20-yard line right now. If you can get him 3 and out, you'll have about 2.5 minutes to play.
Here's the deal. You know, this is where in a game like this, if you really are going to complete the comeback, you've got to do a 3 and out. And Kirk Copeland doesn't like what he sees. I don't think he has the right personnel in there. And he just ran down, sprinted down the sideline to the official and said, timeout, timeout.
And that's what we've got.
Let's hold it here. Now, have you gotten any other scores from around
I do.
the
I
Valley?
have a few scores. We have some of the other schools that are in action. Homedale beating Fruitland right now 8-0. It's Skyview over Cuna 8-0. Seems to be the way it's going. New Plymouth beating Marsing 8-0. And Parma over Weiser 15-0. So a lot of goose eggs on the board.
Yeah, that Cuna score surprises me. I know it's early, Skyview 8-0, but Cuna's 5-0. They're off to a great, great start.
Yeah, but it's early. It's still in the first quarter, so we'll see what happens with that one. But and again, a lot of games played yesterday in both 5A and some of the other divisions as well. So kind of a scrambled mix of games today.
Yeah, it is. Of course, last night Eagle winning big, and Valley View won big.
Just got another update here. Skyview ahead of Kuna right now, 15-7 at the end of the first.
Oh, wow. Well, that's turned into a game, huh?
So Skyview over in Canyon County taking it to Kuna right now.
All right, back here at Donald Larson Park, 5:55 to go in the first half, and our score is 21-7. And here's the handoff, and this handoff is to Tariq Littlejohn. And Littlejohn making a nice run all the way out to the 27-yard line, maybe a 10-yard gain, very close to a first down.
Tariq Littlejohn, just an all-around athlete, very quick, very athletic. We've seen him in basketball as well. Just a real good athlete for the Eagles.
Still got the chain gang there. They're marking it a little bit short, it looks like. Let's see. They're still kind of looking at the chain over there. Hope they didn't break it.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, because they got the chain down on the ground. They're kind of working on it right now, giving it some life support. I think it got bent, so they're just bending it back the way it's supposed to go. And it is a first down.
It always hurts to be the bender on those things.
Oh, man, I tell you what. They're supposed to drop those things immediately, you know, when you see a play coming your way. But if you don't do it right away and you kind of roll over it, it leaves a mark.
On both the stick and the player.
Exactly. So the stick is okay. Polson up the middle to the 30, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 4-yard gain. It'll be second down and 6.
Brought down by Millington and Chanto by the Wolves.
Coming up on 5.5 to go here in the first half.
Down, second and 6.
From the shotgun, Connor Polson sends Brixey in motion. Keeps it up the middle, Polson does. He's at the 35, out to the 40, and out to the 43-yard line. That's good for a first down. 10-yard pickup for Connor Polson.
Not what Timberline wants to have happening right now. Timberline hoping to get the ball back, but Capital marching right up the field.
And Capital picking up the offensive pace here a little bit. As soon as they get the go-ahead from the official, they're ready with the play. Polson again from the... He's going to keep it again up the middle. Polson just kind of picking his way, bouncing off people. Hey, at 205, you can bounce off a few people. And he's out to the 49.
Drop with a tackle from his linebacking position there. And this is a definite coaching change. The coach at Capital said, pick up the pace. Let's snap it up a bit.
Yep, they didn't want Timberline to kind of feel like they had a chance in this game, so now they're picking it up a little bit. Tariq Littlejohn to the near side. Spiegel comes to the near side as well. And now Connor Polson kind of looking over the coaching staff saying, okay, what do we got here? So they've slowed it down a little bit. Polson sends Brixey in motion. Hands it off to Brixey. Coming around the outside. That's Idaweta rather. Not Brixey. Idaweta has it down to the 45, the 44-yard line, and that's good for a first down.
Marcus Chitano coming up with the tackle that time for Timberline.
Thomas Idaweta. 5'9", 175-pounder. Nice little run coming around, but we've got a flag, I believe. There is a penalty. I didn't see it. Now I see it at midfield, and it's going to be against Capital. So they're going to back it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Back into Capital territory, where it'll be second down and long.
Yep, about second and 14.
I never saw that flag, so we didn't see the signal. As I said, this is a good officiating crew. They make the signal and get the penalty marked off real quick. Back to pass is Polson. Polson throws the middle screen. It's complete to Brixey. Brixey up the middle, 50, 40, and down to the 37-yard line.
Brixey showing some real speed. Once he got the ball, he took right off that time and got quite a bit of yardage before Taylor Deschamry was able to bring him down.
So forget the second and long. It's first and 10 again. Yep. Just like that at the 36-yard line. Sam Brixey taking that middle screen and running it. Here goes Littlejohn around the outside. Littlejohn cuts it up inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Pickup of 3. It'll be second down and 7.
Outside linebacker that time for Timberline doing his job. Went out there, contained the space, and brought Littlejohn down.
Second down.
Sometimes that's tough to do, to be disciplined and hold your ground. You want to do crazy things, but you got to go hold your ground.
Coming up on 3:40 to go here in the first half. 21-7. Capital leads Timberline. It's a second down and 7. They hand it off up the middle and nothing there as Timberline just kind of stops it dead.
Yeah, at that time, nice play up the middle by the defensive Timberline. 3 or 4 of their defensive linemen just making a stand there.
So it'll be third down. A gain of about a yard. So third down and 6 is all. Another big defensive play coming up here for Timberline if they want to try to get on the board here as the clock continues to roll, coming up near 3 minutes to play. This is where Polson's gone to the air, and they've teamed up with Tariq Littlejohn. This time they hand off up the middle and nothing doing. They try to trick him. And, I mean, there may have been a fumble. Now flags are flying as there's a little bit of a, I don't know, you don't want to call it fisticuffs, but definitely they're not, tempers are flaring.
Josh Grob got a little bit excited there. The ball came loose, and he was scrapping and digging a little too hard, and I think you're going to find a personal foul on him.
Yep, personal foul.
Big stop and then a personal foul. Again, not what Timberline wanted here.
You're right. Timberline had that one sniffed out. They stopped it. It would have been fourth down about 9, and instead it's a first down all the way down to their 21-yard line, and Gropp is going to come off after that.
Yeah, it's one of those things now. They teach in the pros. You see them in the pros and in college, digging and scrapping and grabbing at the ball until the whistle blows. Sometimes a little tough to keep control of your emotions.
Boy, Kirk Copeland is just letting them have an earful, too. He was just really upset about that because the defense played great. They had him stopped.
Yep.
It would have been fourth down and 9, and now you've got a first down from the 21-yard line. 2:50 to go. The clock keeps going, so now you got the clock as your enemy. And Connor Polson now taking his time. He's got plenty of time on the play clock. Moves Idaweta over to his right side from the shotgun. Fakes it to Idaweta, keeps it up the middle inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Another nice stop in the middle there by Timberline, by their linebacking crew. Wagner making the tackle on the play that time.
Gropp coming back in after, in matter of fact, Gropp wants to be on the field because he didn't want to be near his coach.
Yeah, that's when you let me play, Coach.
Yeah, Coach, I can go back in right now.
I don't want to have to deal with you.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Connor Polson. Polson takes a low step, rolling to his right. Here's some pressure. He eludes that, throws it to the end zone. It's up for grab, and it's going to be out of the end zone. He just kind of threw that one away.
Yep, felt the opportunity, felt the heat. He sidestepped it, but nonetheless, it's going to bring up third down and 8.
Beautiful night here in downtown Boise at Donald Larson Park. What a great facility. 2 4-1 teams going after it. So far it's been all Capital, 21-7 with 1:58 to go. And it's a third down and 7 for the Eagles from the 17-yard line. Tariq Littlejohn splits wide to the left. 3 wide receivers to the right. All by himself is Polson. Now he's looking for a running back who comes in late, and so they're going to have to call timeout. Capital is. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here at Donald Larson Park. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Capital when we come back. 1:58 to go here in the first half. The Eagles leading at 28-7 on 630 The Fan.
Looking to save a little money this year? Visit mybullfrog.com, your local trusted Verizon wireless retailer, and switch your home phone service now. For as little as $20 a month, you can keep your existing home phone, same number, and enjoy unlimited long-distance calls. This service is packed with your favorite calling features like caller ID, call waiting, and 3-way calling. Visit any of their Treasure Valley locations for more information. Shop local and stay connected. Learn more at mybullfrog.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Wayne DeZubak and Dave Burnett with you here on a Friday night here on 630 The Fan. And it's 21-7, Capital leading Timberline. Both teams 4-1 on the year. And Capital driving again, and really driving because of a penalty, a personal foul penalty against Timberline that has given them the ball down at the 17-yard line with the third down and about 6.
Big play here.
Littlejohn in motion from left to right. They throw it out to Littlejohn, and he can't get it. He saw some guys coming, and he didn't want any part of that ball. He saw the defense come and said, I'm not catching this.
You're trying to get a college deal. That's not the play you want on the highlight reel. That is not it. It's not the, nope, not catching that one.
Not catching that one. Here comes the defender. So it's 4th down and 7. at the 17-yard line. Again, another big play coming up here for Timberline. They've got 1:55 to go in the first half. They want to get the football back. Remember, they had the ball all the way down to the 11-yard line, and another personal foul brought it all the way back to like the 35, and as a result, nothing out of that drive. So now a field goal attempt is going to be taken here by Colby Larson, and the Eagles call another timeout. It'd be about a 37-yard field goal attempt. We'll keep it here.
Interesting they took the timeout, Wayne. I don't know if they're just trying to see what kind of defense that the Timberline is going to line up in, or if they're just rethinking maybe go ahead and go for it.
Yeah, they're up 21-7. This would make it 24-7.
And how big is that penalty now that Gropp got on him, that unsportsmanlike penalty that he got? I mean, that is just big.
Yeah, well, there was two great big personal foul penalties that Timberline has gotten in this game. And one stopped an offensive drive, and this one stopped a nice defensive play and allowed Capital an opportunity here to maybe go for it on 4th and 7 or try a 37-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, there's a chance points will be put on the board because of that play.
Well, Colby Larson's got the foot. I don't know if he's got the direction, but he has definitely the leg to get it there. And let's see if they stick with it or if they send Connor Polson back out there. Well, they got Larson out there, so they got Sam Brixey as the holder. They mark it down at the 27-yard line, so it'll be a 37-yard attempt right from the middle of the field.
Watch for the fake.
Again, Brixey the holder. 37-yard field goal attempt. The hold is down. The kick is up. It's got plenty of leg, and it is no good. Wide left. As I said, he had plenty of leg, but he didn't have the direction, and so a big break for Timberline. They escaped there. No points on the board for Capital. Still 21-7 with $1:50 to go here in the first half.
Well, that is good for Timberline, and that no points on the board. They dodged a bullet there. Now let's see if the long passing game will work for them to try to get some points on the board with just a little under 2 minutes to go.
So Timberline will have the ball 80 yards away, have it at their own 20-yard line. Ulrichsen at quarterback. Zimmerman, the running back. Ty Zimmerman, let's see what they do. Zimmerman up the middle, spins, he's at the 25-30, and out fumbles the football, and I think Capital may have gotten it back. Let's wait for the official. Nope, it's going to be recovered by Timberline, so a big break there. Zimmerman got his own fumble back.
It was one of those cases, and you see Jay Ajayi do this. He was trying for that extra effort, spinning and going, and once they get going there, you're very susceptible to the fumble.
Looked like Hunter Wendell had jumped on it for Capital, but no. Here's the pass out to Zimmerman, Tarek Zimmerman, and that is complete. He's tackled by Colby Larson right away at the 35.
That was a nice textbook tackle by Colby. Really stuck him.
Pickup of 4 at the 35-yard line, 2nd down and 6. Clock down to 1:20 to go here. Timberline trying to move the ball quickly. They throw it over the middle. It's complete at the 40-yard line and bounce back. Boy, that whistle should have blown quicker than that.
Yeah, they pushed him back a good 9 yards after he made his initial yardage.
Jolly was the receiver, and he got about a yard shy. They're going to mark his forward progress at the 40, so it's 3rd down and 1, and a clock now under a minute. Quarterback keeper by Ulrichsen. He fumbles the football. It's up for grab, and it's going to be recovered by Jolly, but I think they're going to lose the first down.
Yeah, they had the first down, and he fumbled it. It got kicked back behind the line of scrimmage, and so now it's going to be about 4 yards to go.
So it's going to be 4th down and a long 3. Now what do? You got to kick it away with 40 seconds to go. Eagles going to call their last timeout. The Eagles are going to call their last timeout of the game, or the first half anyway.
Yep.
And again, we'll just keep it here because we've got 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 4th down and 3, and a very interesting call coming up by Timberline.
What a comedy of errors there, in that he had the first down, dropped the ball, it got kicked around, kicked back behind the line of scrimmage, and then Timberline recovered it, which is good. They recovered it, but set you up for 4th and 3.
Yeah, it was just a quarterback keeper too, a quarterback sneak. And so plenty of room for the first down, but while he was on one of the Capital defenders' backs, the ball was knocked out of his hand, and then, like you say, it kind of got scrubbed around and kicked around.
Taking a look at the two teams physically, Capital, much larger players. There's some heavy players for Timberline on their offensive line and defensive line. Capital, just bigger kids, just a little taller, a little more muscular. And I think that's part of the difference, and I think you may see a big difference in the second half when it comes to conditioning.
Well, Charmy in there right now to punt it away for Timberline, and I think that's a great move by Timberline. I mean, they've got this ball game. You know, you're just 2 touchdowns down, and it looked like for a while you're going to get blown out here. Charmy, kind of a little rugby-type fair catch call for at the 25-yard line by Littlejohn. And Capital will have it at their own 25-yard line with 35 seconds to go.
Yep, better to kick it away, go down 2 touchdowns down than not to make it and risk going down by another
Well,
touchdown.
it's not been your half. You had a good drive going, 15-yard penalty. You had a good defensive play, 15-yard penalty. And you keep stopping yourself. So now you're down only 21-7 when really it could be 35-0.
Yeah.
And so you have to go in the halftime and say, okay, nothing really went right. We're only down 21-7. Let's come back in the second half and do what we do and see if we can get back in this ball game.
Yeah, and had they not made that mistake on offense, it could be just a 1-touchdown game.
Exactly, because they were at the 11-yard line and it brought them back to the 32. But let's see what Polson does here. See if he just plays it safe or goes for all the marbles. Brixey in motion. Polson going to keep it up the middle, and he is stopped out at the 26-yard line, gain of a yard.
Again, Timberline flirting with running a chance of a penalty late after the whistle blew. Some guys still getting knocked down.
Boy, I tell you what, Timberline's got to put the emotions under control.
Play being called in from the sideline for Capital.
Capital, I don't even think has to really run another play. They might want to, but they don't have to. It's down to 5. They send Tariq Littlejohn in motion. They hand it to him around. He would look like he wanted to pass. Now he makes a couple of juke moves, and he's out of bounds, and there's no time on the clock. So he goes out of bounds, gain of about 3, but that's going to bring our first half to an end. The first quarter, all Capital, and then Timberline kind of got back into this football game. But at halftime right now, 2 4-1 teams going at it. It's a home game for Timberline. They find themselves down 21-7 to Capital at half. We'll be back. You're listening to the Game of the Week right here on 630 The Fan.
Looking to save a little money this year? Visit mybullfrog.com, your local trusted Verizon wireless retailer, and switch your home phone service now. For as little as $20 a month, you can keep your existing home phone, same number, and enjoy unlimited long-distance calls. This service is packed with your favorite calling features like caller ID, call waiting, and 3-way calling. Visit any of their Treasure Valley locations for more information. Shop local and stay connected. Learn more at mybullfrog.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Seven in favor of Capital over Timberline. And Dave, again, Timberline now, an opportunity really still in this game when it didn't look like they'd have a chance in this one.
No, it didn't. They came out, Capital just dominated for the first period in particular, and then Timberline started changing, alternating quarterbacks back in. When there's a running play, they put the running quarterback. I guess they decided, you know what? Capital, go ahead and stop us. We're putting our running quarterback in, or we're putting our passing quarterback in. So you had a little bit of a change there in the quarterback strategy, and it worked. They were able to move the ball, finally scored, and they were on their way to another score when they got a penalty and backed themselves up.
Well, right now, Timberline's got to quit making bad mistakes, and they've got to quit, and it's emotional mistakes. They're making, personal foul penalties by getting upset, by shoving, by doing different things. They've got to keep that in check, keep that emotion in check, and channel it, because it has cost them dearly in this football game tonight.
Yep, absolutely it has, and they just cannot afford to do that. Some of the other scores, I got a few other scores as I look at my Twitter feeds going on here. It looks like Middleton is beating Mountain home soundly tonight, so that's a game we talked about that perhaps we'll take a look at doing next week.
They host Caldwell next week, and it's really 4A against 3A. So that's going to be kind of an interesting setup there.
Yep.
With Caldwell at 4A, Homedale at 3A. But I tell you what, it'd be nice to get out there and see how Homedale's playing. They're having a good season.
Yeah, and Middleton is...
Or Middleton, rather.
Yeah.
Did I say Homedale? I meant Middleton.
Homedale,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Well, we were looking at Homedale scores as well. Middleton's one of those schools, and we've talked about it, that they continue to be one of the fastest growing areas in the state. And they're going to get a taste of moving up. Not quite yet, but I think within the next 2-3 years, you're going to see the school forced to move up just a little bit into another division just because of size. Scrolling through a lot of pictures. Everybody's texting.
Everybody's texting stuff, yeah.
Tweeting pictures tonight.
You're good on that tweet there.
I don't want pictures. I want scores. Okay, here's another score going on. CUNA at the halftime. It is CUNA 7, Skyview 22.
Wow. Again,
Skyview.
CUNA 5-0, folks.
Yeah, so Skyview, the jump on them, and that's a halftime score coming in there in that game. So a little bit of a surprise in that one. Let's see. Nope, don't want that one. That's Eastern Idaho. Don't want that one. CUNA football score. Yeah, no, I just gave you that one. Sorry about that.
You did.
Okay.
That's okay. I said Homedale.
I'll catch these during the halftime break. We'll do it that way. That way I'm not trying to read, talk, and walk. It's never good for me to do that. But a good game here. I was afraid we were going to see a 50-0 blowout. So I'm glad to see Timberline regroup. They got a couple good defensive stops in there, and now just trailing by 2 touchdowns.
Well, again, we had the blowouts last night. You said it this morning. You're talking about a blowout Thursday, and that's what it was. It was Eagle over Boise, 55-14. Valley View beat Columbia last night, 58-0, and Rocky Mountain over Nampa, 40-17. And there was another game last night, and it was, down in 3A, I do believe it was. It was Emmett, 64, Payette, 12. So really,
Yeah, well, maybe it's a Thursday night thing. Football shouldn't be played on Thursday nights because I know the NFL games they've had on Thursday have just been awful.
They have been, haven't they?
They have not had a decent one yet, and high school games were all a blowout last night too. So maybe Thursday night, just not a good night for football.
I want to go back. Middleton's 4A. I don't know why I said somehow I got Homedale, and I knew Homedale was 3A.
Yeah, 3A.
I'm talking about Homedale. So it was one of those things where Homedale, Middleton, it's all out in the west end of the valley. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll try to get you there, safely if we can.
Yeah, what do I know?
All right.
Got the Vandals coming up this weekend right here on 630 The Fan as well, Dave.
Yes, we do. We'll have that game tomorrow. Thinking here, I believe it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, if I'm not mistaken, 3 or 4 in the afternoon, because they're traveling on the road to Texas.
Texas State, yeah.
So it'll be later as you have that game.
Texas State favored by 17 in that ball game. And, of course, tomorrow night, Boise State playing down in Nevada. So, big game. Bronco fans will be watching that game on ESPN. See how that one is it on ESPN or is it on CBS?
This one's on CBS. CBS
again, okay.
Yeah, I'm making plans now. I think we're going to go to a movie with some friends and have dinner, maybe catch a second movie, and then watch the Bronco
game. And then watch the game afterwards?
Yeah, because it doesn't even start till 8:30.
I know.
That's tough.
Those late starts are tough on old guys.
Well, it's tough on everybody, and I think it's hard when they have the home game starting that late. I think that is part of the attendance problem. We went to one of the games here when they played Louisiana. We went to it. Yeah. And it was great start. The crowd was big. It was a rowdy crowd, and the halftime came, and it was like, where'd everyone go? Everyone went home and watched
Time
it
to go
on
home
TV.
to go to bed and finish watching it on television, huh?
Lay in bed and watch it on TV, but I guess it's about the money.
All righty, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We'll be back. It's halftime here at Donald Larson Park on a beautiful October evening here in downtown Boise. Our score at halftime, Capital 21 and Timberline 7. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday Ticket. That's every game, every Sunday included at no extra charge. Put your money on DirecTV. Call your local dealer now. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Switch to DirecTV today and start enjoying the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems at 344-3474.
Requires 24-month agreement and choice package or above. Includes out-of-market games only. NFL offer valid through 12/27/14. New approved customers only. 2015 NFL Sunday Ticket renews at full price. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family. With hundreds of teams and thousands of items, Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Attention everyone that loves food. Whether you call it a food booth, food truck, or food wagon, try it all at a special Oktoberfest-themed Idaho Food Festival October 11th. Once again at 6th and Main in downtown Boise in the parking lot behind China Blue. It's free to get in. Burgers, hot dogs, sushi, funnel cakes, fried cheese, fried ice cream, corn dogs, pizza, barbecue, Chinese food, ice cream, turkey legs, and more. Try craft beers from Crooked Fence Brewery, Three Picket Porter, Hop Notion, Evil Harvest, and BC American Ale. Plus, live music and a chance to win a pair of season lift tickets from Tamarack Resorts. Visit IdahoFoodFestival.com for more. That's IdahoFoodFestival.com. Free admission Saturday, October 11th from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. at 6th and Main in downtown Boise in the parking lot behind China Blue. Sponsored by A1 Heating and Air Conditioning. Be warm, be cool, be comfy. And by Alpha Home Systems, your preferred satellite systems provider. For more, visit IdahoFoodFestival.com. That's IdahoFoodFestival.com.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Always amazes me under the lights here at Donald Larson Park that on October 3rd we still have some bugs that are living. It's been chilly the last couple of nights. And
Not too freezing, though.
I always wait, and yeah, that's true. They haven't been frozen to death yet, but they're still out there and enjoying those lights.
Yep, got down to 42
Is that
this
what it
morning.
was?
Yeah.
I saw a weathercast the other day. They were saying like 36 degrees, and it's just like, it's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming. Winter is on its way, big guy.
Yep, we will have that time where we are bundled up doing the games, whether we're on top here of Donald Larson Park or in the box. We'll have those games where it is cold out there, and the players, that ball is cold, and it hurts.
Again, it's the game of the week right here on 630 The Fan every Friday night. And, of course, we may do a couple of Thursday night games because later this month, Boise State has Friday night games. They host Fresno State on the 17th.
Yep.
They host BYU on the 24th. So 2 weekends in a row. And a lot of schools are moving their games to Thursday night. I think a smart move.
Yeah, we're taking a look at several of the games as you get down to those last 2 weekends to see what happens with the Boise State game being there and what schools are going to do. So it's going to be kind of a scrambled mess. And it's tough on athletic directors as they have to make decisions and move things. And to move a game sounds like, I just moved to Thursday. There's a lot of stuff to coordinate. So it makes it tough. And then it is a school night for most of these kids and tough to keep them out late. So we'll kind of keep you up to date on that. But taking a look next week at the games, maybe I'll make you go out to Middleton.
Figure out where it is.
Yeah.
I've been there many, many times. Don't get me wrong. Matter of fact, one of my granddaughters goes to school at Middleton High School. She plays in the band. Yeah.
Okay.
And so she's out there, and I go out and pick her up. As a matter of fact, I was out there just the other day because my grandson plays football.
Oh, okay.
Out there at Middleton. He plays in the Middleton. I was at the Middleton Junior School, the junior high school. Yeah, junior high there. And middle school, I guess they call it. I knew what junior school is, middle school or something like that. Middle school in Middleton.
Yeah. It all works.
It all works out. At any rate, so I was out there, so I know where it is, but I just, and I would like to go out there and see how they started off like 4-0. They lost a game, and then now they're coming back. If they're beating up on Mountain Home tonight, they look good. They're going to host Caldwell. Could be a good game. It'd be kind of fun just to see something different.
Yep, and go out and see a little bit different crowd, a little different feel to it when you go out there. So that may be their game that we do next week.
We'll take a look and see how things shake out because seems to be a lot of mismatches, but you never know. I mean,
let me ask you this question. So far, we're about halfway through the season now. Who have you seen and what have you liked, player-wise and team-wise?
Well, obviously, I think right now, Eagles look pretty good, but I really do like Capital in a lot of ways. I think Capital, they've got a lot of talent, a lot of ability. They've got a pretty good defense. I think that's the key right there is that they play good defense. Eagles' defense sometimes, I'm not so sure about. It seems to give up a lot of yards, does things. But both of those two teams, I think, are pretty evenly matched. If they played 3 times, best of 3 series, I don't know which team would win.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain, who has always been strong, they struggled early. It appears they're beginning to put it together now as you get toward the end of the season. But maybe too little, too late.
They've got some talent. Yeah, Rocky looks some talent. Mountain View has got some talent too. They're starting to come along. But I just feel like right now the team that may be playing the best overall might be Capital.
Biggest surprise for you this season? I think I know what mine would be.
No, well, go with yours while I think about
Centennial. Centennial is a big surprise that they are winless. And if they don't win tonight, I think it's homecoming for them tonight. And I don't have a Twitter score for them.
Mm-hmm.
They may be in trouble because they've got Rocky and they've got some tough schools ahead.
Yeah, I didn't expect Centennial to be a powerhouse, but you're right. I didn't expect him to be, winless at this point in the season. So, yeah, you're right. Centennial would be a big surprise. Yeah. I thought maybe Boise would be a little stronger after their opening game when they looked so good.
But they beat Centennial.
I know, and so that was a little deceiving there. And Boise really hasn't showed up since. In fact, their running back who had 250 yards that night, Tuale, he's only had 100 yards since.
Yeah,
in five games. So it's been one of those situations where that's a little bit of a surprise.
Columbia struggled as we knew they would, coming from 4A to 5A. Nampa's had a little bit of success.
Yeah, they're doing better.
So they've been after it. So Columbia, learning experience for them. Nampa, they've had a little success. Valley View has been hot or cold. They've either been really good or they've been really bad. Last night winning 55-0. So
yeah, and then last week when we had the game, it just nothing worked for Valley View at all, and we figured that was going to be a good game. That's the thing; you never know what's going to be a good game when you get it done.
Yep. Players getting ready to come back out on the field. I don't know if we want to take a break before we come back and start this.
Let's take a 2-minute break because Capital coming back out. Again, our halftime score here at Donald Larson Park, Capital 21 and Timberline 7. We'll be back in 2 minutes with our game of the week right here on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, in the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family, with hundreds of teams and thousands of items. Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
We love Mountain West Bank almost as much as we love Treasure Valley High School football.
Mm-hmm. Did you know that when you open a totally free checking account, you get a free gift? And it's a very nice free gift, too.
We also got our new home loan there at a very competitive rate.
Which ties in nicely with their proud support of Treasure Valley High School football because, they're both really competitive.
Mountain West Bank. Love where you bank.
And your team.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday Ticket. That's every game, every Sunday, included at no extra charge. Put your money on DirecTV. Call your local dealer now. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Switch to DirecTV today and start enjoying the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems at 344-3474.
Requires 24-month agreement and choice package or above. Includes out-of-market games only. NFL offer valid through 12/27/14. New approved customers only. 2015 NFL Sunday Ticket renews at full price. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Halftime at Donald Larson Park, Capital leading Timberline 21-7. Wayne DeZubak and Dave Burnett with you. And want to remind you that every Wednesday night at 5 o'clock here on 630 The Fan, we have Fanfare High School Extra. And we talk about all kinds of high school sports. I mean, we're talking soccer, we're talking cross country, we're talking volleyball, we're talking football, you name it. Dave, we're going to be talking about it and keeping you up to date on what's going on. And it's really interesting. There's so much going on around the valley. Cross country, the Bob Furman last week, 3,600 kids here in town running at Eagle Island State Park. It's just fascinating what's going on with all the student athletes in the valley.
Even some basketball news as they were thinking about in the Centennial Tournament during the holidays of trying a shot clock in high school basketball. But word came back from the national office, yeah, you do that and you're going to be out of any voting in the rules committees. So Ty Jones, the Activities Association, decided, okay, we'll take a pass on it. I would have loved to have seen the experiment of a shot clock in basketball. I think it would have been healthy for the game.
Yeah, right now only 7 states around the country use the shot clock in boys basketball. I think it would be kind of fun to see. I really think it would add a whole new dimension. I think it would quicken the pace, if you will. And, when you got games that are, 10, 12-point leads towards the end, you still have a chance, the team that's down, to have an opportunity to win because, you've got to shoot within 35 seconds.
I do have a few stats on the game tonight. Some of the capital stats in my hand here. Connor Polson is 8 of 14 for 135 yards, 3 touchdown passes, by the way, 15 carries and 67 yards, for him as well. Now, Tariq Littlejohn, 5 receptions, 87 yards, and he is a recipient of those 3 touchdowns. So pretty much it's the Connor Polson, Tariq Littlejohn show tonight.
Yeah, the last one, if you missed it, the first 2 were really pretty. The last one was a little bit of luck because he had a lot of guys out there, and Polson was running for his life. He threw it into the end zone, and it was bounced around about 3 times, and finally Littlejohn, who was laying on his back, came down with it.
Yeah, so it was one of those circus kind of plays, but nonetheless, the points count the same.
Yep, they do, and it's 21-7 is our score. Capital leads Timberline here. Timberline's home game tonight. They are in their blue jerseys, white pants with white numerals, and Capital all white with black numerals. And, it's going to be interesting because Timberline's going to have to kick off to start the second half.
Yep.
Capital won the toss, deferred to the second half. So, really, it's going to be the defense that is going to have to get the job done and set the pace for this third period.
And I'm sure the head coach, Todd Simmons, came out and said to his Capital Eagles, let's take the kickoff, let's march it down the field, let's get the points, and put this one to bed.
So here we go. Sharmy will kick it off.
Should be Littlejohn. Nope.
Brixey's way back there.
Oh, okay.
Brixey's back there. Let's see what Sharmy does. If he kicks it off, we haven't seen him kick one off tonight. This one, man, he's got a leg. Look at that.
Just short of the field goal.
Yep, 9 yards deep, right in front of the posts. And so that'll be a touchback. Capital will have it its own 20-yard line to start things off. And Connor Polson, as Dave just mentioned, 3 touchdown passes tonight, all of them to Tariq Littlejohn.
Well, kicking it out of the end zone, that's always a good way to keep from getting a return. You know what you got there. Ball going to be starting on the 20-yard line.
All right, so here comes Capital running out on the field. Jake Barnett, one of 4 wide receivers to the near side of the field. That's a new look. We haven't seen the 4 receiver set there.
It is heavy this side.
Yep, Ida Wetta's in there as well. Brixey's one of the wide receivers. Back to pass, they throw it, and it's incomplete and out of bounds. Is that a backward pass? No, incomplete.
Yeah, not a good pass at all, as he had to really jump for the ball. That being Jake Barrett had to jump for that ball to try to catch it. So interesting set, interesting play, didn't work.
So they set it out that way again. Again, Barrett coming to the near side. But this time they got 2 wide receivers there. They send Brixey in motion, going left to right to left. And kicking up the middle again is Connor Polson. So Polson just fakes up the middle and then carries it up the middle. He gets it out to the 26-yard line.
Drop making the tackle. That is tough to do to your quarterback over and over again. He has run it right up the middle quite a few times. They take a beating. I mean, he's big enough to take that beating, but boy.
Yeah, he is. He's 6 foot, 205 pounds, so he's pretty packed. 3rd down and 5 from the 26. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Polson looking, has some pressure. Still rolling to his right, now throws deep, and the ball's going to be knocked down, almost intercepted. Wow, that should have been intercepted by Taylor Ducharme, but he couldn't quite get a handle on it.
Nope, he didn't. He's mad at himself. He saw that one coming back, and he would have been in Capital's end, but nonetheless, one of those sayings, he'll see that ball floating at him all night long.
But it looks like they've gone with a 3 and out, and that's what they wanted to do. I'm sure Kirk Copeland is very excited about his defense forcing a 3 and out. Connor Polson in there. Now you got to watch because Polson does do the punting. This time, though, he's about 10 yards back, so he'll kick it. They're going to let it roll at the 40. Takes a little bit of a bounce for Capital, and it's going to go all the way down to the 30, down to the 29.5-yard line. And that's where Capital will down it, and that's where Timberline will have it.
Well, Wayne, that's exactly what Timberline wanted to do, to get that 3 and out and to be able to come back at this point and to get started. So that really is what they wanted to do, and that's to get a good start in this second half. So Timberline very happy with the situation right now.
So Timberline has it at the 30-yard line.
Capital coming out in that 3-man front again on the defensive line.
Hand it off up the middle to Zimmerman, and Zimmerman's going to take it out close to the 34-yard line.
Zimmerman tackled there by number 39 for Capital. That's Austin Thorell coming up with the tackle.
That's what Timberline wanted to do at the beginning of the game, Dave, was to go ahead and make that happen. Just kind of run the ball on first down. They got down so quickly they had to start passing.
You're now at 2nd and 7, so you got the option open to run or to throw the ball.
Amundsen coming to the near side. Ulrichsen hands it off to Zimmerman right up the middle, big hole, 40, 45, 50. He's still going down to the 45, 40, down to the 30-yard line. And he's finally ridden out of bounds by Tariq Littlejohn, but not till he gets to the 30, a big play of 35 yards.
That is exactly the way they've been playing and doing well this year so far, as Zimmerman running right up the middle there. Zimmerman, who is a senior, 5'11", 185 pounds.
Tarek Zimmerman, the wide receiver, the brother of Tyus Zimmerman, goes wide to the right. 2 receivers to the right. Tyus Zimmerman, the running back, after that big 35-yard run. Ulrichsen back to pass, throws over the middle, is complete. Caught. Nice catch there by Riley Amundsen. And Amundsen down to the 11-yard line.
Austin Thorell with the tackle, and that's what's going to happen. You set it up with the run, it leaves your receivers wide open, because suddenly that secondary, they have to play honestly.
Timberline has it. They're going to mark it officially at the 12. That's another first down play. Pickup of 15 yards. 1st and 10 for Timberline at the 12-yard line of Capital, moving the ball at will right now. Ulrichsen hands it off to Zimmerman, trying to bounce it outside. Has a crease to the 10, the 5, down to the goal line, in for the touchdown. 12-yard touchdown run. Tyus Zimmerman. And just like that, it's 21-13.
Zimmerman has come out in the second half with some inspiration. He wasn't really running with a lot of inspiration in that first half, but boy, he is really putting his nose down and getting after it.
And you got a Capital player limping over there. It looks like it's Montoya limping a little bit as the point for the try for the extra point is coming on. Sharmy comes out, lines it up. The kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:49 to go here in the third period, all of a sudden it's a one-score game. Capital 21, Timberline 14. We'll be back. Our game of the week continues after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
I'll tell you what, if you're Timberline, a 3-and-out from your defense and then a nice drive right down the field to make it a 21-14 ball game, you couldn't have asked for more.
Nope, that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
All right, here's the kickoff. This one's high. Brixey's going to come up and take it at about the 10-yard line. He's at the 15 and out to about the 25-yard line.
Boy, they had a nice hole wedge made right there, Capital did, and I thought he was going to have a big hole, but Millington came in and made that tackle at the last second.
Put it at the 27-yard line, so now Capital all of a sudden finds itself. They were in a comfortable position a while back at 21-0, and now it's 21-14. If you just joined us, Capital off to a great start tonight, 21-0 lead. Maybe that's not what they want to do. They're up 23-0 on Eagle and got in trouble.
Yeah.
Now they're up 21-0 here, and They're not in trouble yet, but it's a much closer game.
Well, we'll see how they handle it.
All right. 3 wide receivers to the near side for Capital. As Polson hands it off. Nope, he keeps it up the middle. He kind of picks his way across the 30 out to the 34-yard line.
Polson, a strong runner for a quarterback. They're always good to put it in his hand. Mitchell Purcell, by the way, making the tackle that time for Timberline.
7 yards, second down.
7 yards on the gain. It'll be second down and 3. Polson hands it off this time to Rick Littlejohn around the outside. He's got a first down out to the 38-yard line. Pickup of 4.
Took him the width of the field, though, to pick up that 4 yards.
It did. He was going all the way. He was going east-west instead of north-south.
Timberline tried to string it out, but just couldn't keep him from that first down marker.
Put it right at the 39-yard line, so it's a first down for Capital. Littlejohn coming wide to the near side this time. Jake Barrett. They got Brixey in motion. They hand it off to Brixey. He comes right side. Oh, he is just ripped down there at the 43-yard line. Gain of 5 and then paid for it.
Zach Wagner with a big hit for the Wolves that time, coming across the field and made him pay for it.
Good for about 5 yards, second down, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. But Brixey knows that he was hit. Nobody in the backfield except Connor Polson. Nope, they've got Idaweta back there now. Idaweta was kind of hiding up near the lineman. That's not fair. They hand it off to him right up the middle, and he's scrunched. He gets a gain of a yard to the 45-yard line. It's all. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, Timberline playing very, very inspired in the second half. Paul, Michael coming up to make that tackle from the middle linebacker position. Just stuffed him right at the line.
Botnow now in there, the running back. He goes in motion. He comes back to be with Polson. Nope, no, Polson says nope, go back out in the slot. So it's Connor Polson by himself on a 3rd down and 4. Back to pass. Pump. They go over the middle. This is complete to Sam Brixey, and Brixey makes a couple of moves inside the 50 down to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 10. That'll be a first down.
Timberline making some pressure at that time. In fact, I'm a little surprised they weren't called. Capital was not called for holding that time as Riley Knight came in there on the blitz, but they got away without a flag.
Ball all the way to the 43-yard line. Polson from the shotgun throws it over the middle again. This is Barrett. Barrett with some running room. Breaks it loose at the 25, down to the 20-yard line. Fumbles the football inside the 10. The scramble is on, and Timberline comes up with it.
Wow, that is not what Capital wanted to do at this point, to turn it over to give Timberline the chance to tie this game up.
Great run by Barrett, and then he fumbled the ball, coughed it up at the 15. It bounced around, and it's going to be placed right at the 10-yard line. So 90 yards away, but you know what? Capital had something going there.
They did. They were marching down the field.
And there's still plenty of time in this ball game. 7:17 to go here in the 3rd period. Capital 21, Timberline 14. Again, both teams 4-1. Both teams in the same pod. Here comes Brian Ulrichsen. Ulrichsen at quarterback from the shotgun. Back to pass on first down. Looking, throwing into coverage, and he overthrows everybody. And Admonson had double coverage on him that time. Both Colby Larson was there and Tariq Littlejohn.
Yeah, there was nothing there. Unfortunately for Timberline, that ball was well overthrown.
Stops the clock with a 7-11. And now, if you're Timberline, you know, you're on your 10-yard line and you throw on first down when Zimmerman was
making some yards. I don't understand the
play
call there.
They went back to what they started doing when they got down.
Yeah, it does not make sense to me, the play calling.
All right, let's see what they do. Ulrichsen at quarterback. Hands it off to Zimmerman, trying to get outside. He bounces at the 10-yard line, and we've got a flag down as Zimmerman out of bounds at the 15, and the flag is down back at the 5.
Yeah, coming out of there, it's kind of in the area where holding will be called on Timberline.
They did, holding against Timberline, and again, there's that penalty. We talked about it. Don't commit the penalties.
Yep. Yeah, because he was able to get out there and get close to first down yardage, and the hold, it appeared to me, was well behind the run.
holding against.
That's going to move it back to the 3-yard line. Second down and about 16 from the 3.
Timberline huddling up in the shadow of the goalpost, literally.
Yeah, they're almost out of the end zone.
Yep.
So at the 3-yard line with a 17 yards to go for a first down. Let's see what they call here. Ulrichsen back to pass. Throws it quickly to the outside. Almost intercepted.
Pass is incomplete.
Yowzer. That would have been 6 points.
Yeah. Again, some young man's going to go to bed tonight, and all he's going to see is a ball floating at him that he can't get his hands on.
Was that 33 or 23?
It was 33.
33 that made that, almost had it right there. Matson was the man.
Talon Matson. Yeah, hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't quite get hold of it.
So 6:45 to go here in the third period. Third down and 17 now.
Timberline has spread the field out.
Ulrichsen from the shotgun. Hands it off to Zimmerman. He again bounces it outside, and he gets to the 10-yard line. So he's going to give Charmy a little room to punt, and that's about it.
Yeah, because he would have been all the way to the back of his end zone trying to punt that ball out. So after the big turnover for Timberline, they were not able to capitalize on it. Going to have to punt. You can see Tariq Littlejohn line up about the 40-yard line, 45-yard line.
Yeah, look at him. He's actually at the 35-yard line. Let's see if he backs up a little bit.
He should a little bit.
Yeah, because Charmy can kick the football. He is about 5 yards deep in his end zone. 21-14. Capital leads it. Capital coming after the block. They can. It's going to back Littlejohn up to the 49-yard line, his own 49. Now he's running backwards, and he's going to be brought down to the 45-yard line, and a flag goes down.
Yep, you're going to see a penalty on Capital on that one, I think. Probably a block to the back, illegal block of some sort.
So that's going to help out because for a minute there it looked like Capital was going to have great field position. A good punt by Charmy out of the end zone is going to be holding against Capital, back him up another 15.
So Timberline getting a bit of a break there as they're kicking it basically out of their end zone. Yep, they're going to march that one off, so it's going to wind up back on their own 35-yard line.
Well, you're on the 3-yard line at 1 minute. You think, okay, we're going to have great field position here. And then, boom, just like that, a penalty and a nice punt. That 9-yard run by Zimmerman was really important to give Charmy some room to punt.
Yeah, because Tariq Littlejohn was lined up to catch that ball right about the 45-yard line. Got pushed back to the 50 and now penalized back to the 35.
So at the 35-yard line, it'll be Capital with the football. Brixey and Littlejohn coming to the near side. Idaho the running back in there. In fact, they got 2 running backs in there right now. Little different look again. Polson rolling to his right. Here comes some pressure. Polson continued to roll, turns around, now throws it away. Boy, I tell you what, he had 3 blue jerseys in his face. He just did a really good job to get out of there and throw it away.
Polson a little slow to get up, not because he's hurt, I think just because he's tired, and he's been taking a bit of a beating here in the second half.
You're right. He was just pooped.
So we'll see where conditioning comes in. I said earlier I think Capital would have the edge on conditioning, but we'll see. Capital's offense, they've been out there a lot this whole game.
If you just joined us, Capital jumped to a 21-0 lead over Timberline. And right now, with 6:24 to go here in the third period, it's 21-14. Capital with a 7-point edge. They hand it off, coming around. No, fumble! And Polson gets it back. He tried to hand it off to Tariq Littlejohn, and on that exchange, they fumbled it, but Polson fell on it. It'll be third down and long, third and 12.
Zach Wagner got in the backfield there for Timberline and kind of made a mess of things and forced that fumble.
Third down and a long 12 right now for Capital. Barrett comes to the near side. Littlejohn splits wide to the near side as well. Idaho to the lone setback. Polson sends Brixey in motion. They fake it to Brixey. Now Polson looking to run. Still trying to find some room. Now he's got a little room to the outside. He's got a first down. Bulls his way out to the 49-yard line. That was all Connor Polson.
Mitchell Pearsall with the tackle that time. I'm not quite sure how Polson did that. He had blue jerseys all around him and kind of danced and shuffled and wound up getting the first down.
He just kind of cut against the grain, and once he got to the outside, he had some running room. But he got it all the way out to the 49-yard line. First down and 10 for Capital. Big play by Connor Polson. Polson again in the shotgun. Send Brixey in motion. Keeps it up the middle. Polson does. And somehow just keeps those legs driving for 6.
Connor Polson is an absolute workhorse out there tonight for the Eagles as he continues to be the basic running back for the team right now.
2nd down and 4, the ball at the 45-yard line. Now into Timberline territory, and the clock running at 4:55 to go, 3rd period. Barrett comes near side.
Timberline desperately needs a stop here.
Polson again from that shotgun as he does all night long. Got Fontenot next to him to his left. Idaweta in the slot to the near side, along with Littlejohn. Hands it off to Idaweta up the middle. Or Fontenot, rather, up the middle. And Fontenot's got a 1st down. About a 7-yard gain.
Nice run right up the middle. Is a lot of arm tackles going through there for Timberline.
Ball at the 33-yard line as we'll mark it 1st down for Capital. Trips to the near side. 1 wide receiver on the far side. Fontenot still in that running back position. Polson steps up to his lineman. Now he steps back into the shotgun on a 1st down. Not too much in a hurry here. Back to pass. Looking. Throws deep down the middle. One-on-one coverage. Tariq Littlejohn. Touchdown.
Eagles.
Well, if it wouldn't have been a touchdown, I think we would have had pass interference on that one. The guy from Timberline all over him. But that's number 4 tonight to hook up between Polson and Littlejohn.
Unbelievable. And now just one-on-one coverage on that far side, and Littlejohn just out-jumped the defender and caught it in the end zone. It was just a jump ball. And 4 TD passes tonight for Connor Polson, all to Littlejohn.
If you're not watching streaming at 630thefan.com, that ball was just lofted and floated up there. I thought it was going to be kind of like catching a fly ball.
So Capital, little stutter step on the extra point, but it's still good. And so with 3:54 to go here in the 3rd period, Capital now kind of doubles it up again. Capital 28, Timberline 14. We'll be back for more action, our game of the week, right here on 630 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Peyton Manning. Want some good stats this season? Get DirecTV's 2014 NFL Sunday Ticket. That's every game, every Sunday, included at no extra charge. Put your money on DirecTV. Call your local dealer now. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Switch to DirecTV today and start enjoying the nation's #1 satellite TV service. Call Satellite Systems at 344-3474.
Requires 24-month agreement and choice package or above. Includes out-of-market games only. NFL offer valid through 12/27/14. New approved customers only. 2015 NFL Sunday Ticket renews at full price. Other conditions apply. Call for details.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Offense has done a pretty good job here in the second half. Defense has come out and started the 1st quarter by getting a 3 and out. Allowed the offense to get into the end zone. They need to do it again here. However, second quarterback, he's got Zimmerman, who really has been running very strong here tonight. They may have done that. Still not going to be enough to get the first down. And we'll have to hit up the middle. Big hole, 40, 45, 50, 45. And he is down to the 41-yard line. And Zimmerman is ripping this Capital defense. I tell you what, he has come out running just like a man possessed here in the second half. It finally took a while, but Kenyon Carson finally bringing go down and hit it. The incomplete pass. They know each other. Not only here, if you'll remember right, last I'm still not sure whether they passed it on first down. Timberline, up the middle. Again, inside the 40, down to the 38-yard line and push back. But you know, that would have been a good first down run. Yeah. You know, you get a 4 or 5 yards like that. Maybe you've got some options on second down. You're kind of doing that back. Yeah. This is what Timberline does. Timberline kind of runs that. You tonight for some reason they go to the pass on first down, and now we'll change quarterback. So here comes Justin Babbitt. Probably has Fuller sitting there himself. So we have both quarterbacks in there. 39 yards for it. Let's see what they do with this. With 3:48 to go here in the first period, it is Capital 13-0 with the extra point on the way. And we'll see. Good. Quarterback. Let's check the flag and see what it is. Rolling to his left, looking down the field. Herbert throws the receiver out. So it's going to be never really had a chance. You're rolling to your left, right hand in front of the back across your body. And it was just not to be. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this. Our score now, Capital 14, Timberline nothing. You're listening to the game of the week right here on 630. That's a tough way for college to get appropriate. And that's what it is. But again, you have 4 down and 6, and you got a guy back there who averages 7.8 yards carry. I mean, utilize him. You'll try a field goal? They're minding him for a field goal. 55-yard field goal, 56-yard field goal? Really? I hope you're watching this on 630thefan.com on our live streaming, because this will be one field goal. Yeah, 56-yard field goal attempt by Sharmy. Let's see if they go through it or fake it. The kick is up, not even close. It's barely hit the end zone. Yep, just barely got to the end zone, so I'm not sure what they were thinking about. You know, the thing of it is, it's starting to get cold here. It's not like it was early. I'm sure he said, Coach, in the pregame I was hitting him from 55 yards. But you know what? All of a sudden, it's what you talked about. That degree. Yeah, and it's not going to fly as well. I'm not sure. I think that was a wasted offensive possession. I thought maybe it would be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's I figured they were in 4 down territory, you know. So instead of trying to pass on 3rd down, go ahead and run it twice if you have to. See where you get, then pass on 4th down. We're in 4th down territory. All right, here comes Capital. They go up the middle. Not much there. Not no. After the 22-yard line. Yeah, I mean, you have 6 yards and 2 downs to try to get it, and you're a running team. You know, so anyway, you're right. Let's not rely on it. Let's move back. It's 28-14 is our score. 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. Capital now with the football. Timberline, the whole team tonight, but right now it's Capital leading at 14-0. Ritchie in motion. He's got it around the outside, and he's got running room. He's at the 30. He's at midfield. He's at the 30, and he stripped up at the last second. One man to beat. He couldn't do it, and he's down at the 32-yard line. I thought he had the wheels to do that, pull away from him, but not the case. That's the number of the player. There's number 22 for Timberline that came up with it. That's Tyler Siegel coming up in the getting that shoestring tackle and saving the touchdown. But I think he's going to come back and come. There's a flag way back at the 29. You didn't see it. And it's way back at the 29-yard line at Capital. Big break for Timberline here. And it's going to be a hurdle. It's got to be a hurdle. It's going to bring it back inside the 15-yard line to the 14. Timberline getting a big break, and Capital making mistakes. Finally, it'll be 2nd down and about 16. From 2nd and 16, you got Ritchie coming out from the near side along with Littlejohn, who has 4 touchdown receptions. Wilson rolling to his right, another flag goes down. Well, maybe it was picked up. That was interesting. back to the other side to a little trap at the 20. He's brought down to the 22-yard line, and that'll bring a first down at about 6. Little trap gets up looking a little bit.
Yeah, he tried to do a little shake and bake there to get free at the end, and it did fool Josh Crump on that one. He was able to make the tackle. Got him right around the ankle. I think he was his ankle up just a little bit.
Fourth down at 7. Counter person will have to kick it away. Barely make it out, so he put out the field in time. Left down, now the officials will still play. Zimmerman is back deep to receive his punt. Counter person cuts it out of bounds. Look, it gets to the 40 and right over. Here's Zimmerman, he's got to go over and get that. Yeah, get right on the sideline then. Thomas gets right about it. From my vantage point, I thought it was off the side of Posey's foot, but it was still about 5 or 6 yards inbounds and hit at the 40 and bounced all the way down to the 27-yard line. 13-yard roll after a hit. You got to come up there and take that hit. All right, this is what Timberline can do now. They're down by 14 points, 28-14, 41 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Erickson at quarterback. Hands it off to Zimmerman. Zimmerman again to the 30 and hit hard at the 32. The bounces it forward to the 35.
Yeah, he lost his helmet in that foul or somebody did. There was a guy that made the stick on it, number 39 for Capital, so he'll have to come out of the game. That, of course, cost him the run. He made the big hit, lost his hat, and he's out of the way.
So that time, Zimmerman on first down run gets 8. That's what he averages, guys. That's kind of for our point about who's front, who's back.
That's the first down that leaves 3 yards.
All right. That's the end of the third period. So, when we come back to the final 12 minutes of this football game, it'll be a second down and 2 for Timberline. After 3, our score, Capital 28, Timberline 14. We'll be back with the game of the week right after this. That's Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
I know you can see me. I'm bright yellow, and if I'm lit up, you can't pass emissions. Oh, bummer.
There's a reason your check engine light is on. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair can figure out why and fix it. The Fairview store specializes on emission issues, while the shop on 36th in Garden City can handle just about any kind of vehicle repair. Boise Muffler Shop and Auto Repair is a proud member of the Business Champions Club, supporting students in Idaho. Learn more at BoiseMufflerShop.com, where it's lights out for Mr. Check Engine Light.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Forever, and they finally throw him down, and fans are starting to get annoyed.
Yeah,
again. Anderson's got it. First down. Quick little pass to the front. Anderson with the first down. Get back toward the middle and ran into some capital players right there. And then they brought that up. And then out to the throw, making an act of that play. Well, out to the 49-yard line. But now Crafty puts it back to 10:51 and counting to go here in the ballgame. In regulation, anyways, 28-14. Fairly quick score. Timberline comes to the near side along with Robinson. Hand it off to Tyson. And up the middle. Big hurl. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. Timberline. Yeah, I think they said you didn't need it instantly, but Timberline had something else in mind. That's about as quick as you can get it. That's quicker than instantly, I think. I think it is. That was a nice run that time by Timberline. And nobody got a hit. All of a sudden, we've got a 28-20 ball game here. I love the Central speed. He's pretty fast, but Charlie comes out for the extra point attempt. Anderson for
Holder. Kick is up.
Whistles.
We had whistles before the play. We had offside. It looks like offside against Capital. Why would they blow the whistle?
So at this point, if you're moved half the distance to the goal, do you think about going for 2 so you could get the win, or do you settle for 1 and a tie?
Well, I think at some point you just go ahead and get the 1 point here. If you go for 2 here and don't make it, then you got to go for 2 the next time, and you're just always playing catch up. So just try to play even Steven here and try to get what you hope to be a sure 1 point. And the kick is blocked. So now you got to have to go for 2. You didn't know that.
I knew it.
You just got lucky.
I knew
you
it.
didn't know that. 10:27 to go here in regulation. The extra point is blocked, and our score, Capital 28, Timberline 20. We'll be back with more after this on Sports Radio 630 The Fan.
We love Mountain West Bank almost as much as we love Treasure Valley High School football.
Did you know that when you open a totally free checking account, you get a free gift? And it's a very nice free gift, too.
We also got our new home loan there at a very competitive rate.
Which ties in nicely with their proud support of Treasure Valley High School football because, they're both really competitive.
Mountain West Bank. Love where you bank.
And your team.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
It took a while, but we got a good one here tonight. Our game of the week on 630 The Fan. Capital 28, Timberline 20, 10:27 to go here. Wayne Dzubak along with Dave Burnett. And Charmy getting ready to kick off. Little John, Brixey deep for Capital. Both teams 4-1 in this ball game, and they are trying to make it 5-1. And it was 21-0 at one point, Capital. And now it's 28-20. Here comes the kickoff by Charmy. Deep. Brixey backs up, and he's going to be in the end zone. That'll be an automatic touchback to the 20-yard line.
Yep. Didn't get the option there. Well, here we go. Just a touchdown behind. Timberline looking for a big defensive stop now. 10.5 minutes left to go in the game, so there's lots of time on the clock. They just need a big stop right now.
It'll be interesting to see. I've got to believe that Connor Polson will try to take control of this ball game by running it up the middle.
Yep.
Do the fakes that he does.
Yeah, that's really what Capital wants to do. They want to burn clock now. They want points on the board, and they want to burn up the clock.
All right, Polson in that shotgun formation. His team up by 8. He takes it up the gut. And he's out to about the 24-yard line.
So it's exactly what you said. Polson running up the middle.
Yep, just trying to go up the middle, see what he could do with it. And, and he'll be happy with 4.5 yards. He almost got 5 yards on that play.
Well, sure, and 10 minutes left on the clock. He burned up half a minute there.
Polson got Brixey out this side, Barrett out here as well. Alex Spiegel in the pattern, and this time Polson just takes the ball, direct snap, and gets it out to about the 27-yard line. He'll be shy, but it'll be third down and only a yard.
Paul Michaels coming up with the tackle that time.
Again, Alex Spiegel, the running back. Brixey comes to the near side. Barrett as well as wide receivers. Now Ida Wetta comes in there. So Ida Wetta standing to the right of Polson as the running back. Polson just takes the direct snap, goes up the middle. He's to the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for the first down by about a foot.
So Capital accomplishing what they meant to do as they come out here, and that's with the 10:50 left on the clock. Just run it slowly up the field, grind it up, and now the clock down to 9 minutes, 15 seconds.
You just kind of had the feeling that Connor Polson wanted it in his hands, and he was going to do that. But still, he's got to think about his other guys. He's got Fontenot now wide to the left, along out there with Tariq Littlejohn. I'm not saying passing it, but you got to put somebody in motion and maybe let them try that run. Let's see what he does. He sends Littlejohn in motion. They play action fake to him. Now they throw deep down the field, and the ball is going to be knocked away. Great defense there by Timberline.
That was a great defensive play there. The receiver for Capital had no extra room there.
Yep, Brixey was the intended receiver, and he was just covered perfectly. I'm surprised Capital tried that play on first down. I really am surprised, because right now they've got an 8-point lead. Clock is a friend of theirs. Just run some clock with the runs.
Yeah, and Timberline not fooled by it at all. I think they thought they kept Timberline sleeping, expecting a run play there.
You know, I think sometimes Capital feels like with Polson that at any time they can get 10 yards.
Yeah.
So let's see what they do here. 2nd down and 10. Polson back to pass again. It's the screen. They throw it over the middle. Nothing there. Great pressure coming in by the defensive front of Timberline. Forced an early throw by Polson. It'll be 3rd and 10.
In fact, I think the defensive line got their hands up. May got a tip on that ball because it just kind of fell to the earth with nobody near it. So now for Capital, they're left with a 3rd and 10. That pass on first down now might be suspect.
Always kind of put you, behind the 8 ball.
Yep.
When you don't get anything on that first down at all.
It's a Charlie Brown play. You're the hero or the GOAT.
Exactly. All right, Brixey comes to the near side. It's 3rd down and 10. Polson by himself in the backfield. He sends Fontenot in motion. Hands it off to Fontenot. Fontenot trying to go around the outside. Not even close. He's out to the 33-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
And so now does Timberline smell blood in the water? By the way, that was Paul Michael again coming up making a big play.
8:29. Now the clock starts again. 8:26 to go here in this ball game. 28-20 is our score. Capital leads it. Their 21-0 lead is gone.
You would assume that Connor Polson's going to kick this ball away.
4th down and 8. Ball at the 34-yard line. Polson. He is going to kick it. Kicks it straight up and down, though. And it goes out of bounds, I think. Yep, way out of bounds. Let's see with the officials. This could be marked at midfield, depending on where it goes out on the angle. Let's see what the officials do.
Keep walking up the side, and there they stop.
Going to stop at about the 46?
About the 46, so not too far off from midfield.
Yep. That was not a great punt. It's only about a 15-yard punt.
Now, if I'm in the huddle down there, the coach at Timberline, I'm saying run the offense and don't do anything stupid. No dumb penalties.
Not only that, you've got 8 minutes to go here. You know what? I don't know that you want to give Capital the ball back too much. I would stick and try to control the clock and run this thing down the field. Let's see what they do. They hand it off. Up the middle, Zimmerman. He's got to hold on to that ball. He's got 7. Capital territory down to the 47-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 3.
Josh Eden making the tackle for the Eagles that time.
Timberline taking its time in the huddle. The play comes in from Derek Zimmerman, Tyus' brother.
They're about 15 yards off the ball with that huddle. They got a long ways to run up to get to the ball.
2nd down and 3. Clock continuing to run. 7:20 to go in the ball game. 8-point lead for Capital. Back to pass. Ulrichsen throws over the middle. Knocked down, almost intercepted. Wow. Tariq Littlejohn almost had a big reception there. He's got 4. Hands it off to Zimmerman, and everybody said, you're probably going to hand it off to Zimmerman. We'll have 4 guys tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. And that's what they did.
Well, taking a look at the last guy up off the bottom of the stack, it's number 52. That's been bearing in for Capital.
That's going to be a loss of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Ball back to the 47, 48-yard line.
So good chance you're going to see the ball go to the air.
6:17 to go here in the football game. 28-20, Capital leads Timberline. Ulrichsen back to pass, throws it over the middle, complete at the 40-yard line and down to the 37-yard line for a first down as Admonson.
I thought that ball was going to be picked off by Capital at that time. One defender stepped in front of it but wasn't able to get his hands on it.
He made the break on the ball. They're going to mark it right at about the 38-yard line, distance between the 38 and 37. So it'll be third down and about 4.
That's a long 4.
And again, this is 4-down territory, no question about it. Handed off to Zimmerman, up the middle, hops over some people, still skipping, has the first down, inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. I'm impressed with Ty Zimmerman.
But that's a dangerous thing to do, an easy way to get hurt, and I think he's limping to the sidelines. Yeah, you hop over guys like that, and you're opening yourself up to get hurt. While it got you the yardage, it's a dangerous thing to do.
Okay, and Zimmerman is down at the 30-yard line, so the officials take a timeout. He started to limp out, then came down. So I don't know, if he's got a cramp or he's got something down there, but we'll keep it here for a minute. 5:32 to go here in this football game. And Capital, who once had a 21-0 lead, is hanging on right now to a 28-20 lead over Timberline. Timberline has a first down at the Capital 30-yard line, but the big story now, Ty Zimmerman now gets up and is walking off under his own power.
Yeah, I think he just got tweaked on that calf. I don't know if it's a cramp or if somebody just hit him with a helmet when he jumped up, came back down. But I think he's going to be okay. Looking at his foot, actually.
Yeah, he's actually tying his shoe on the left side, so he's doing that. So everything came undone. The sock came down, his shoe came untied. Now he's got a sock up, a shoe tied. He's just putting himself back together again is what he's doing.
I think somebody tried to pull his leg off.
And that surprises you how
and
in this game?
Had a bit of success doing it.
Ulrichsen moving to the left, now rolling to his right, in trouble, throws it incomplete. Boy, I tell you, he just barely got that pass off, or else he would have been sacked for a huge loss back at the 40-yard line.
Well, smart play as he was very conscious of where that defensive lineman was at and was able to get the ball away.
They mark it back at the 29-yard line where it'll be second down and 10, but that could have been all the way back at the 41 or so.
So now we're coming up second down and 10.
Drake O'Neal in there.
.5:12 left to go.
Big second down play coming up here again. Ty Zimmerman still on the sidelines. Ulrichsen back to pass. Throws over the middle, throws high, throws over everybody's head. Admonson was the intended receiver, but nobody had a chance to catch that one.
No, we had the right defensive end coming in there, a blitzer coming in from the right-hand side. Todd Conrad was coming in there and didn't give him a chance to throw that ball.
Boy, having Zimmerman out, what a big, big change that has made here, because really it's like Timberline not sure what to do.
Yeah, so you got third and 10.
Well, the big guy comes in there right now, Nicholas Pittman, the 235-pound number 61 playing fullback. Keep him in there to pass block. Back to pass, looking for Zimmerman. Zimmerman was wide open. Derek Zimmerman was wide open. The ball was overthrown.
He was doing one of those things. Instead of putting his nose down the field and running, he was kind of side straddling up and down the way and wasn't able to get under that ball. Are they going to try a field goal?
They got Zach Charmy again. Are they going to do this or what?
He's closer. I mean, he's within range this time of what he kicked last time. I mean, he is now within range, kicking from the 36-yard line.
Still, that's a 46-yard field goal by a high school kid.
Well, let's see what happens here. They're hoping to get 3, and that way a touchdown would win the game for them.
Trying to make it a 5-point ball game right here. Let's see what they do. Admonson's the holder. They've got it marked right at the 36. So this is a 46-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. It's accurate, and it is no good. I guess it was a little wide left. It looked like it had the leg.
It was long enough. It would have fallen in, but came just a little bit to the left. So
yep. Hard to tell from our angle, but it looked pretty good from the get-go.
Yep. So still a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from the tie for Timberline.
Well, now you've got, and I'm looking down here at Ty Zimmerman. He's just kind of limping a little bit. They got some white tape on his shoe. It's almost as if his shoe got ripped up. Because I don't remember that white tape being there.
No.
And the tape looks brand new.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an ankle that's bothering him, but if it's a shoe that's bothering him, I'm not sure what it is. But I would look at it this way. If it's the shoe, I'd get one of the third stringer's shoe and put it on him.
All right, here goes Polson with the running. And Polson, the big 15-yard run as he goes to the right. Just took the snap, ran to the right. He's got 15 yards out to the 36-yard line, and that's a first down for Capital.
So Capital now wanting to put that plan back in action, run the ball, eat the clock.
Keep it in Polson's hands, and they are running the clock. 4:45 to go here in the football game, up by 8. A missed extra point, a blocked extra point, the difference on the scoreboard. Polson looking over to his coaches, taking his time now, letting the play clock run. As trips to the near side as far as wide receivers go. A snap. Polson hands it off up the middle and across the 45 out to about the 47-yard line. That's a first down, and that's Idaweta.
First down.
And Thomas Idaweta with a first down.
Number 6 for Timberline, Taylor Descharme making the tackle.
Well, timeout for Timberline. We'll take a timeout with 4:18 to go. A 30-second timeout here. Capital moving the football right now, trying to put this game on ice. It's 28-20 Capital over Timberline. We'll be back. You're listening to the Game of the Week on 630 The Fan.
Pro Image Sports is the source for everything for the sports fan. NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family. With hundreds of teams and thousands of items, Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Track here, beautiful field, artificial surface. The BSU softball field right over to our right.
Nice.
All right, 1st and 10 for Capital. They have it at their own 49-yard line. Connor Polson trying to run this clock out. He'll run it up the middle, big hole. He's at the 45 and then just kind of slides down just shy of a first down. I think he could have kept going. I was surprised he slid.
He should have been a little more aware of where those first down sticks were at. He came down about a yard short.
So he gets 9 yards, 2nd down and 1 yard. The ball at the 42-yard line. And again, Capital right now just trying to get out of this game, run the clock down, up 28-20. Timberline hoping to force some kind of a turnover. Low snap. Polson hands it off to Idaweta up the middle. And he's just thrown back hard.
That's Gropp making that tackle and tossing him back into his own backfield.
That was tough because his head hit the back of the turf, and that was tough. But it's going to be right at the 40 as forward progress. That's going to be a first down. So a first down for Capital. They get a new set of downs at the 40-yard line of Timberline. Clock continuing to run.
Yeah, getting closer to where they can just run this clock out.
That's what they're going to try to do. They got 3 wide receivers to the near side, but I got to believe Polson's going to run it, or he's going to hand it off to Idaweta.
Polson's going to be a tired man at the end of this game.
I bet you his adrenaline's flowing pretty good right now. Polson carries the football, and he gets to the outside. Nice defense by Timberline to maybe hold him to the line of scrimmage is all.
And number 55, Zach Wagner coming up to make that tackle, snipped that one right out.
Nice play by Wagner to just kind of know right where it was going. But I think everybody in the ballpark knows it's probably going to be Polson or Idaweta. So
it's one of the two.
Ball's right at the 40-yard line. That's the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 2nd down and 10, and the clock continues to roll. 2:35 now to go here in the fourth. Polson hands it off up the middle. Idaweta down to the 32-yard line, and that's going to be a pickup of 8. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Play is good for about 9 yards. It'll be
Kyler Siegel making the tackle that time for the T-Wolves.
32.
So 3rd down and 2 from the 32-yard line. And the clock just rolling now, coming up on 2 minutes to go. Polson is kind of, you can tell he's a senior. You can tell he's been around. He just got a lot of poise. He's out there just kind of running this offense. He'll keep it. Up the middle he goes, picks his way through it, and he's got a 1st down. Inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he very deliberately that time as he walked back to get in position, looked back at the clock to see where it was running, how much time was left. He's very conscious of where this game's at and what's going on.
And then when he took the snap, he started off quickly, then slowed down a second to let his offensive line, make some blocks, and then he picked it up again. Just got enough for the 1st down and went down.
As I said, as I look at him, I don't know that he's a D1 prospect, but I would say definitely he's a Division II prospect.
He's one of these guys that might end up playing defense, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's going to carry the ball again. Right side off the tackle he goes, and he's down at the 25-yard line. Gain of only about 2, but Timberline's going to call timeout, I think.
It's Manasseh Molnar making the tackle for Timberline that time.
Yep. With the minute 15 to go, Timberline calls a timeout. They've got 2 more left, and so they'll use their timeouts. And with a minute 15 to go, hope maybe somehow, some way they can come away with the turnover here and come up with a big play.
Well, you sit here, Wayne, now, and you think how big those personal penalties were, those personal fouls that Timberline had earlier in the game where they were marching down, getting ready to try to score. They wind up getting a personal foul back to 15 yards and took them out of position, and they weren't able to score. How big was that penalty?
Yeah, they were huge, no question. Yep. Had the ball down to the 11-yard line like we talked about, and, next thing you know, you're in trouble. And then again, how big was the injury to Tyus Zimmerman just a moment ago, because they had a 1st down. And with Zimmerman out of the ball game, really Timberline's offense looked inept. I don't mean to be mean, but it looked inept without him there.
Yeah, he's a big chunk of that offense.
So 2nd down, and let's call it 9 after a 1-yard gain. Connor Polson looking over to the sideline again, but the clock is stopped after the timeout. Won't start till they snap it. Hand it off. Idaweta picking his way. He's all the way down to the 15, down to the 14, and Timberline trying to rip that ball away, make something happen, but it's a 1st down for Capital, and now they can get to a point where Timberline uses its 2nd timeout of the half. But really, to be honest with you, this is a point now where Capital can just take a knee and be done with it on this game.
Kyler Siegel was ripping at that ball for Timberline, trying to get it out, but wasn't going to happen. Yeah, this is tough. I mean, because now Timberline, after having their best start in their school history, lose last week to Rocky Mountain. It appears that they're going to lose this one to Capital right now. So, Coach said before the game that it wasn't a huge game for them. Yeah, it was. It was a huge game.
Got to hand it to Timberline, though. They were down 21-0 and really could have done an El Foldo, but they hung in there and got this thing back to 21-14 at one point. And, they've got it down to 8 points. They've got it down to really a 1-possession game, but they just haven't been able to get Capital off the field. Connor Polson's been able to run the ball, control it, run the clock, and just really, put this game away.
Big thank you to our sponsors, by the way, Pro Image Sports, Boise Muffler Shop, Mountain West Bank, MyBullfrog.com, and Satellite Systems, all of them helping to make this possible. Our webcast of it as well, the streaming that's online. Thank you to those who have tuned in and watched the game tonight at 630thefan.com. We'll continue to stream these games for you the rest of the season.
Have another game for you next Friday night. Not sure where we will be. We're kind of watching to see how things work out. Of course, our game of the week, we try to come up with the best game as they go into the victory formation, Capital does, and takes a knee. And actually, right now, Timberline is out of timeouts. They had 2 up there, but they missed one, so they are out of timeouts. So that's going to do it. This clock will run down, and they'll take a knee one more time, and we'll be done here. And Capital's going to go to 5-1, and Timberline at 4-2. But again, Capital jumping to a 21-0 lead and then held on for dear life. It was like a bucking bronco.
Yep, Capital did not look as strong as I thought they would. Timberline giving them a little bit more of a fight, but Capital coming up with the victory, and that's what matters at the end of it all.
All right, again, the victory formation, the snap, the knee, and Connor Polson with 27 seconds.
NFL, NBA, college, and Major League Baseball gear from Nike, New Era, and more. Boise Town Square, Karcher Mall, Nampa, and the Village at Meridian. Pro Image Sports is a one-stop shop for every fan in your family. With hundreds of teams and thousands of items, Pro Image Sports is the source for all team name gear. Locally owned and serving the Treasure Valley with 3 locations. Boise Town Square, brand new Village at Meridian, and the Karcher Mall in Nampa.
Your station for Treasure Valley High School football is Sports Radio 630, The Fan.
Game of the week tonight here on 630 The Fan ends up Capital 28 and Timberline 20. Wayne Dezubak, Dave Burnett back here at Donald Larson Park. And again, I want to thank our sponsors, Pro Image Sports, Boise Muffler Shop, Mountain West Bank, Satellite Systems, and MyBullfrog.com.
Making it possible, the broadcast tonight. We do appreciate it. By the way, we will have the webcast of this put up by the end of the weekend. So if you are just getting in your car headed home or didn't get a chance to see the game, we'll have it on our website so you could watch it at 630thefan.com.
Don't forget Vandal football here on 630 The Fan tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Also, don't forget every Wednesday night at 5 o'clock, we've got Fanfare High School Sports Extra, where we talk about all kinds of high school sports from cross country to soccer, volleyball, you name it, basketball, football. We've got it covered for you. That's every Wednesday night at 5 o'clock. And next week, we'll have a game of the week. Normally, we know what we're doing, but we want to see how the scores work out. We may very well be doing a Middleton-Caldwell game next week. And then again, we don't know.
We'll see
Be
how
surprised.
they sort out.
We'll let you know on Monday during Fanfare and during the week.
Absolutely.
All right, for Dave Burnett, I'm Wayne Dezubak. Thanks for joining us again from Donald Larson Park. Our final here tonight, our game of the week. Capital moving to 5-1 on the season with a 28-20 win over Timberline. The T-Wolves now 4-2. For Dave, I'm Wayne. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week right here on 630 The Fan.